Hi everyone and welcome back to Nush and Doza. We are back today with what game, Nush?
Tunic.
Yeah, we're hoping that our intro, this little intro here, doesn't get a little crazy.
Like yesterday, which we forgot to check, by the way.
I did check.
You did? Was it fine? Was it both? Was it one?
It's both.
Lamau.
It's both.
People,
and it's just, oh my god.
Well, we wouldn't be us if it wasn't a little cringe sometimes.
Right? And I think if you cut, if you go to the YouTube editor afterwards,
you can cut some stuff.
You can cut some stuff, but I think, this is the last time I had checked, you'll lose the live chat replay, and that's not worth it.
Oh, it's really not. Yeah,
no.
It's fine. And hey, Kirby, you are the forced one here today, or first. How are you doing?
Only you can prevent first fires.
And come on,
hello. How's it going? Oh my gosh.
So this game started off yesterday. Like, obviously it's super cute. Gives us lots of vibes and like comparisons to other games that we've played, which is awesome. But we were very confused as to how certain things work because like you're picking up all these manual pages like to kind of piece things together like a puzzle in itself of like how to play the game. So like, I don't know, since yesterday we've been thinking about it and it's like, maybe we should backtrack a little bit to go back to like doing the first thing, which was like the bells. But we're already in this area now, and it's kind of like what we
made some significant progress here.
Yeah, we were talking about a couple of different things. So Doza, like maybe you can let them know what your thought process is to where you want to begin here tonight. And Tyler, welcome to the stream.
How's it going?
We are doing good. Thanks for asking.
I appreciate that.
It has been a long day, but we'll get into that after we figure out what the mission here for the game is first.
So the objective today is to hopefully ring that second bell. We rang the first one yesterday, and it wasn't too difficult to do so, but we're finding it a bit more difficult to ring the second one. Oh, what the hell are these? Oh, okay.
And hey, Vox Boy, that's so cool though. Like, even if they didn't make it to the finals, they're an Olympic. Like, they made it to the Olympics. And that is no easy feat. Like it's, I don't know.
Ouch.
I know like we're seeing the best of the best from like around the whole world, but like I think some people are forgetting like whether you get last place or first place or whatever, you still made it to the world's biggest stage for like something that you're competing in, like sports wise. And I think that's something to celebrate regardless. I know today we watched the women's finals individual all-around gymnastics, and I was blown away. I was inspired. They're phenomenal. I don't know, more on that later. Doza, you were saying?
I was saying that we're trying to get the second bell rung, but we were having some difficulties with some of the area. So to prevent it just kind of turning into a repeated death run over and over again, we've made some progress in this place to hopefully figure out what the heck we're doing with these obelisks and seeing if we can get another little benefit and increase to our overall power, which we learned you can do just like in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3.
Submitting items.
By literally sacrificing items to the bonfires and becoming stronger.
Hence the title of today's stream.
See down here, defense, potion, HP, MP.
And welcome back, Kate and Andrew. How are you guys doing? I have not been on Discord today because today's been crazy, which I'll answer Tyler's question of what we did as well. But while Doza was talking and I saw your comment, I did pull up the Twitter thing. It says, like a Pop Crave post, like Kamala Harris is expected to announce her pick for vice president as early as Monday. But it has like a picture of like a silhouette with like a question mark. So someone said, the Riddler is a weird choice, but I stand behind her decision. That is really funny. I hadn't seen that.
Oh, I wonder which Riddler too. Is it going to be the newer one, or is it going to be Jim Carrey?
I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't even go that far with my thought process right now. But like, it will be interesting to see what the pick is.
Jim Carrey's Canadian, so he might be ineligible.
But could you imagine if it really was like the Riddler? Like, that wouldn't even be the craziest thing from this election. Like.
No,
so
it
far.
would not. I feel like I wake up and there's just more shenanigans each and every day.
It's been crazy. And like following that plus like the Olympics, like it's just been you kind of like go from like the good to the bad to all around, like everything. It's been crazy. So as far as our day goes today, oh my gosh, I like had a panic attack this morning around like 3 a.m.
Yep.
Was it 2 or 3? I don't know. It was super early.
It was 2:30.
And as y'all know, we had a important work call this morning that I was gonna get up early for anyways, but I was gonna get up around like 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish and like try to have a slow morning, relax, and then get ready for the call and do the call and what have you. Well, yeah, I got up super early because of the panic attack, freaked the frick out, and it was bad. I haven't had one this bad in a really long time. Naturally, Doza woke up as well, which kind of screwed up his sleep schedule and mine. After that, I immediately just kind of was like, I'm gonna go take a shower. I need to like relax and like calm down. So that's what I did at that hour. And then I came out and I was like, okay, well, at this point, like, I don't think I should go to sleep. I should just stay up for my call, and then like maybe we can crash afterwards and then take a nap and then wake up again and like, you know, do the rest of the workday kind of thing, which was the best call, I think, overall, because
yeah, it was a good one.
I was able to prepare for the call for about, I don't know, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which was, I feel like I needed. I think that's where like the panic, like, and anxiety was coming from for me. I was pretty stressed yesterday and even leading up to this week. I don't like to talk about work too much around like on stream because it's not necessarily the funnest topic, right? Like it's more fun to talk about games and like pop culture, and, like food and everything else. But just to keep it real, like the meeting was long. I was presenting and talking about things in front of a bunch of people who are a lot more like
they have legacies behind them.
Correct. Yeah. So this was a pretty big like pitch kind of situation, and I think it went well. It's a high profile project. I'm hoping that it'll be good, and it's something that would solidify us with some kind of consistency for about like at minimum 2 years, but maybe 5, which would be so great, like to have like that consistency for our business so we can, you know, not have to worry too much about like, you know, with what we do, like clients come and go all the time. But to get like, you know, an MOU sign that says like, hey, we're in it to win it kind of thing, which obviously anyone can back out of an MOU too. And Kessler,
Kessler,
thank you so much. That is super, super sweet of you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, like it was a lot of heavy hitters and people that like I knew who was going to be there at first, but then they added some other people and it just added pressure that I didn't necessarily need. And maybe the panic attack came because I was like already anxious and like I felt in my gut or something. Like, you know how sometimes you get that notion like something's gonna happen, like you just feel it, you know, and then it happens and it's like, oh frick, yeah, like it did. I don't know, it was a lot of tense. This would be great for us if we get it because, again, consistency and all around just not having to stress out. One of our biggest clients right now is maybe going to retire soon, and that's really scary because she's been with us for so long, and like this is our livelihood, right? Like this is how we make our money to support ourselves, to like, you know, pay rent, which was due today, which I haven't paid yet, to pay our bills, to just do daily things. Like this is what maintains us. Like while we do, you know, Nush and Doza is a side hustle that we are so grateful to make like money from. It doesn't pay the bills. So yeah, anyways,
we hope one day that will change.
We hope so,
no rush
but
to do so.
We're having fun with the journey of this part. We want to keep it fun. So anyways, fast forward from panic attack, do the call. Doza was right next to me the whole time, just like kind of holding my hand, like as y'all know, like Doza doesn't usually do the calls and stuff. Communication wise, when it comes to work, I'm a little that's more my strength, whereas Doza's behind the scenes is crushing it for so much. I couldn't do it without him. So he was there supporting me, and then after the call, Doza had actually made breakfast for us, so we finally like ate. I had something before. I think we had a Pop-Tart before. Yeah, we had a Pop-Tart before, and
like
then
a single Pop-Tart.
Yeah, because I couldn't eat. But then after it was finished, I was like, all right, let's eat. And he made me one of my like favorite comfort foods, which my mom used to make for me all the time as a kid. So that was really great. It was called khichdi. So good. It's so basic, but so good. I feel like we should make a video of how to make it because we've talked about it so often. It just
works. It's super simple.
Yeah, it's like not even like 3 or 4 ingredients. You pop it in the Instant Pot. It's perfect. Anyways, okay, so we had that. And then I couldn't sleep after that, like obviously not immediately after eating, but like I was just kind of reeling, like recapping everything, making a bunch of notes like internally for me, like because I like to like what can I do better next time? What did I learn from this? Like how can, you know, what my overall feelings, typing like all the notes of like what everyone was saying, like while it's fresh in my mind. Got all that out of the way, and then finally Doza was like, it's time for you to turn off your laptop, and so we'll put it to sleep at least. So he took my laptop away, and And then I was like, well, the Olympics doesn't start, like for the women's final, which I wanted to watch, didn't start until like, I think 11:30. And at this point, it was already, by the time we like ate and everything, it was already like 9:30ish.
Yeah.
And
That's
keep in
about
mind,
when it
we'd been
was.
up since about 2:30, 3 o'clock when the panic
So it
started.
had already been almost a full work day by 9 a.m.
Yeah, so we were like, all right, like we need to calm down. So of course, I put on Gilmore Girls and I just kind of laid there. And then eventually I was like, you know what? We don't have to watch the gymnastics live. We need to get a rest, like sleep. So we fell asleep and then we ended up waking up around 2-ish in the afternoon. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we kind of did the rest of our work day, watched the gymnastics recording all the way till the end. It was spoiled for us who won. Like, I was dumb and opened Instagram, and of course it's right on the top. But it was fine because I'm just happy that the US did really good. But yeah,
goodness.
And then we watched the rest of that, and we finished watching it probably about an hour ago, like while watching it. There's a lot of downtime between the actual routines, so it was, like it was cool to like be able to catch up and enjoy that. And yeah, that is my long-winded answer. This was also like, I feel like this just gave me closure to like kind of talk about the day, to put it behind me. Because
Yeah,
no
that makes
one
sense.
like me and you lived through it, but like I haven't actually said how this day went until right now. So like, thanks for asking. And yeah, so that's been our day, and now we're here.
Thanks for giving her an outlet to give a synopsis on.
I know.
Because it's cathartic, It's
It
cathartic.
can be when you have such a whirlwind of a day. Like it can help. And like, thanks for listening to my spiel here.
It makes it feel, I think, a little less overwhelming, because when you're experiencing it and it's just back to back to back to back, little things chipping away at you over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It can feel very overwhelming very quickly, and it feels like there's like not like a break at all. Oh, no.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that was the day, and then we had dinner, and Doza made some quesadillas for us, which was great. And while we were eating, actually, I saw the food thing pop up that Kirby posted in Discord about the Las Palapas like family pack meal, which that's such a great deal.
Pretty solid.
I wonder if Las Palapas delivers like for us to do that, because
You know what's so funny about Las Palapas? A
What?
few years ago, I had gone to Las Palapas, and it's like a taco chain.
oh
And,
yeah, we should mention that.
yeah. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna beat this. If I do this. Yes, go,
Go little fox, go.
go. Yeah, there's shortcut.
And yeah, there is like
shortcuts.
20 of them here in San Antonio. I don't think so. Doza and I were talking, and like, I don't feel like I've ever been to Las Palapas.
I don't think you have.
Like
'cause
Doza, yeah.
The one I'm about to talk about was one of the last times I had gone, and essentially what happened was that I went to Las Palapas, and they were playing music, and usually the music's in Spanish. It's usually some kind of it's Mexican tracks, popular stuff. But there was this one track that I heard, and I heard it in one other place, which gets me a little worried, but also gets me a little excited. There is a Mexican like Day of the Dead inspired world in Little Big Planet, and my favorite track from the game was playing in this restaurant
At Las Palapas.
at Las Palapas.
Oh,
And
what
I
a
was just
moment for
like, huh, like I
Taken back.
was like, is anyone else hearing this? Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. And it got me thinking. You posted the deal, the family meal deal,
And we had just talked about how like after this week, tomorrow we should just order food. And we were craving, like, we should just order Mexican food because it's been a while since we've done Tex-Mex.
In
and,
addition,
like, not cooked it ourselves.
yesterday we also talked about how we've played a number of single player games, like
We
with a
wanna play
little bit
co-op.
more. It's been a little bit more intense on the single player stuff. We do want to play more co-op because we had Kirby, and then before that, really we were just
Kirby.
taking turns a lot.
Yeah.
So. But you know what is co-op? Little Big Planet.
Yeah, and we've actually had a thumbnail ready to go for Little Big Planet for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I did miss some comments while like talking about my day, which again, thanks for letting me have that outlet. First of all, want to welcome back Ninjatron. How are you doing? And then Boxboy had said, so FNAF at Freddy is turning 10 this week, and on the 5th of this month, they are announcing a secret collab. This is the same day that Fortnite goes on maintenance. It makes Boxboy wonder, and he put the Toadman emoji.
Oh.
So do you think it's Fortnite and FNAF? Because that would be wild. Maybe because of the anniversary, this would be a good time for us to return to FNAF and actually beat the games. What do you think, Doza? At some point?
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah. And thank you guys for the well wishes and the prayers. And I'm glad it's a good thing we did learn how to pray yesterday, finally, Kirby.
Thank goodness.
And Kessler, I hope so. I really need less stress in my life. If I would have checked my blood pressure today, it would have been bad. Guaranteed. And let's see. Who at Twitch was thinking the TikTok layout was good to use for their streaming platform? What do you mean? Did they change something at Twitch? Like it looks like TikTok? Now? I haven't been on Twitch in a minute. And by a minute, I mean like maybe a month. I think the last time I was on Twitch was when I watched Maythree Ramakrishnan, who's the lead in Never Have I Ever, the Netflix show. Like she started streaming games and stuff. That's the last time I watched it. Also said, yeah, the mobile version.
They haven't had any Twitch drops lately, so I haven't had much reason to be on Twitch.
Yeah.
And nice.
I'm glad you were able to get a veterans that discount as well. That's awesome. Like such a good deal even without the discount, but like I'm glad you were able to get that. We'll have to look it up and see if we can get some Las Palapas. We were thinking of actually, before we saw your thing, like ordering from Mamacita's, which is another Mexican restaurant, Tex-Mex place here.
I'm gonna go sneeze.
They have really good vegetarian options. Bless you, Doza.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, we eat chicken. Or I eat chicken too, but I don't know. I've been on a more vegetarian kick lately.
I can't remember. And this is kind of getting, I think this conversation is getting a little specific here, but cheese enchiladas have a brown sauce that is very common to use.
But that has meat.
Sometimes, a lot of times, in my experience, most times, there's ground beef mixed in with it. So
I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't know if Las Palapas, because I don't typically get tacos. Like I'm a taco guy more than enchilada guy.
But I feel like we'd be safe with getting like chicken fajitas.
Oh, shot.
But Mamacita's is actually one of the places that does enchiladas that have like vegetarian options, or at least like no beef options, rather.
Yeah. Oh, thank
goodness. Boxer just downgraded to a version from October 2023 because of this. The TikTok layout confuses me to do it. Aw. I like the TikTok layout for TikTok, but I'm not even able to picture what Twitch like TikTok would be.
See, I thought, in my opinion, I was waiting for everybody to catch up to Twitch. But I guess that's not the case.
We also earlier missed Andrew's comment about Subnautica, and I wanted to make sure. So Andrew's doing good, got a starter base in Subnautica, liking it so far, as well as Sea Moth Berry. I have no clue what that means, but I'm happy for you. Do you know who Sea Moth Berry is?
Is it a sea moth named Berry?
Do you get to name things in Subnautica? Is this
like if you discover something, do you get to name it? I wonder if Subnautica's more like would it be better like keyboard and mouse? Because of the typing, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Andrew named his Sea Moth Berry. Got it. Okay.
Nice.
Ninjatron was doing good up until like 40 minutes ago when he had a teammate completely throw him dropping a nuke down the drain, and now he's just mad and sad because it would have been his first nuke. Is this in a game or something? Yeah, this has to be in a game.
Call of Duty. So in Call of Duty, and I only have experience with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 and 4.2. But basically, if you go when you go on kill streaks in Call of Duty, you can redeem those kill streaks for like different bonuses and benefits, like being able to call in like supplies, being able to call in like an airstrike or something, and usually you get to keep that like kill streak going and going and going. But like I guess if somebody like screws up that streak, then you wouldn't get to do that.
Ninja Shot said not in Call of Duty, but it's basically the same thing that Doza is describing. And Kessler, I hope you get some Mexican food soon. Yeah, I feel like we haven't had it. I mean, like we have quesadillas and stuff, but they're
everything I make is Mexican food. I'm Mexican.
Right.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten to a point where we've explored everything we can without the grappling hook here, by the way, and I kind of want to make moves on going to To ringing that other bell.
Ah, yes, the Western bell, because you did the Eastern.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run around like a maniac one more time, because I don't like fighting these things. Looks like there's a bridge south. Let's see what this gets us.
Twitch
Oh god,
looks
nothing.
like TikTok when scrolling, but goes back to normal when clicking on a stream. Gotcha. A lot of people have been trying to copy TikTok. I mean, even Instagram made a lot of like UI changes to kind of emulate that, especially like since pushing like Instagram Reels, which we, for the first time in like, I don't know, 3 weeks, finally posted on Instagram and TikTok again today. I don't know, like it's August 1st, figured, you know, let's try to share the stuff we've been posting already on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like YouTube is always going to be our most consistent, and sometimes even not the, you know, we're not always consistent, but like when we are, YouTube's the most.
It is the most.
Yeah.
So there's that.
There is
That's
that.
our top end.
Celebrate the win.
yeah, just take the W, Nush.
Yeah.
Just take it. Please.
I'm going to take it.
I can avoid these guys. And I can. I just need to go around. There's still more stuff down in the southwest corner of this.
The
before we
United
move
States
on.
had that 25 kill streak back in the 40s.
The reference to World War II.
Oh,
I don't
right.
think
I'm
so.
like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. Before Modern Warfare came out, the only Call of Duty I had played was Call of Duty European Assault, which is actually, it's so fun. I don't know why it's so fun, but it is. Because back then, like, you couldn't just do everything be World War II and like over and over and over again. Like, sometimes you'd have games that had campaigns that focused on like a specific platoon or a squad or things like that. But for some reason, I don't know, European Assault on the GameCube just hits different. I don't know, I just like it.
Ninja Tron says the only major difference for that is in the game you actually fly in the nuke instead of just pressing a button, you know, and you can get intercepted.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So kind of like SpongeBob with the bubble rocket. If you touch anything, like you ruin
Everything like SpongeBob has a reference to everything. And hey,
Yeah,
Shaky
kind
Gamer, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I feel much better having talked about it now for sure. Yeah, just kind of put it, you know, just sometimes just take things day by day as things happen and just keep moving forward. That's all you really can do. But we appreciate the hugs. We love hugs.
Well, they're quite nice.
They are.
A third one. We have 3 out of 3 of this.
Okay, good. We don't know what it is. Oh wait, no, now we do.
now
It's the 3 different pieces of a
now it
heart
seems
container.
obvious.
Boxer just
Cool.
prefers to be able to see everything that is live in a list rather than needing to scroll through them and bursting my head with the rapidly changing tones and lines. You know, I never consider that since I'm so used to, at this point, scrolling on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all of that. Like, it just...
Well, how do you?
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking about it from a user end standpoint. Like, how do you
It can
find
be
a
jarring.
live stream
Well,
of something that you like,
yeah.
other than like scrolling through all, like the search bar, right? I guess is the only thing that you can do.
Yeah, but the list would be better. So are you saying that the list option's not a thing anymore? You can't just like search like, you know, Tunic and see all the people on Twitch who are playing Tunic right now and like click one. You have to scroll through to find one. Because that's kind of insane.
Seems kind of tedious.
And Ninja Chan
overwhelming.
said, no, Doza, it's not a missile. You fly a plane with the nuke. You are not the nuke. Although
Oh.
that would be funny.
Like, it's close though. But yeah, I mean, like, if you had, because I'm also thinking of Rainbow Six Siege when you can drive around the little eat drone.
The what?
The little eat drone. I don't know. It's my favorite thing
And-
about that game.
Foxboy confirmed the following list is for scroll. That sucks. I was not checking any of the other things though, since I exclusively use follow list and follow games.
Oh, goodness.
Pull a Homer and ride the nuke down. Like Homer Simpson?
I would imagine. I don't think Homer, like Oedipus Rex era Homer. Like, I don't think he was writing any nukes. Bombs away!
Speaking of nukes.
Yes, we're the best. We're so good. We no hit that guy. Well, his body took forever to disappear.
So those bombs are kind of like dynamite, right?
Yeah.
And there are other bombs in the game too.
Yeah. So like, if you were to throw a dynamite, like, what would you say? Like, what is your dynamite throwing like catchphrase?
Pow.
So you say
I don't know.
kapow before it explodes.
I don't know.
So okay, let me give you some context because we're kind of on the subject.
I just wanted to say kapow.
You say you throw a grenade in a military game and your character yells out,
Kapow.
"No!
What?
Fire in the hole!"
Oh, like
or grenade out.
I don't.
Right?
I only know fire in the hole because of Overwatch.
Okay, so there's this one guy that pops up on our YouTube shorts, and I showed Nush this a while ago. It just recently popped up again randomly. But he plays one of them Call of Duty type games that has proximity chat, so you can talk to people around you, including your enemies, and he just screams out like lightning bolt if he's throwing like electricity grenades, or like fireball when it's like a regular grenade or stuff like that. He just keeps yelling and spamming that, and he just like styles on people, and they get
Andrew
so
says
mad
the
about
wizard.
it.
Yep. He knows. You're so cool, Andrew. But yeah, like Doza did show me that. I would honestly, if I was playing a game like that and like had proximity chat or like in real life or something, like I would never say anything. I would want to be stealth about it and like be quiet until like they don't see it coming. Well, that's how you would win, right? Like strategically.
You just scream over their comms, so the only thing they hear is you screaming and explosions. It's supposed to disorient, I imagine.
I guess.
You know.
So would a fog screen.
You're not wrong. There's a ladder down there.
Simpsons Hit and Run streams when. I keep forgetting if that's the name of the original like arcade one or not. It's not. Yeah, you keep reminding me, but that's where I go back. I don't know. We hit all of the things.
Yeah, but you can't run. I mean, I guess you can. You have a little dash, but like you can't run away.
That's the only one that I know we have.
Hit and run implies being able to get away with something, I feel like.
Homer Simpson, he daydreamed riding one of the World War II nukes to the ground. And Sean says, or you don't say anything because your squad is with you and letting the enemies know of the grenade. See, there you go. Isn't good for you. Like, kind of what I was saying.
Yes.
I only said kapow because, like, I thought you were waiting for, like, something I would say.
Which one is going to get more views on the TikToks?
It's not about the views of the TikToks, though.
I think sometimes being ridiculous is fun, and then being able to share that.
Saying ridiculous things, yeah.
Yeah, like in Killzone, the squad I used to play with, that game had proximity chat. So what we did was we would just rush somebody, and with like the tankiest, it was like a class-based shooter. So you run at somebody with the tankiest character, and you just melee them with a pistol, and everyone's spamming it on one guy and just making like whale noises. That's how we got things done.
So Kirby said Lake of Fire. Andrew said Magic Missile. I assume these are games or something, like to answer your question potentially. I don't know. Or not. I could be wrong. I'm way off base.
That's okay.
What are they saying? Explain.
Oh, like Lake of Fire, if you throw like a napalm grenade would
I was never gonna know that, Doza.
It spreads out napalm and then it gets ignited, and so you have a Lake of Fire in a sense.
What's a magic missile?
That I'm not totally sure of. Like, what would you call an EMP?
Hailstorm is just his gun. Gamer says there's a former Navy SEAL that would throw a rubber duck into ruse to distract enemies. That is funny. Like, that's real. Like,
that is. So if you like that,
I like that.
We need to get on the Metal Gear Solid series. We need to do that.
There's a lot of series we need to get on. But yes, I hear you.
Good.
Why is there rubber ducks in Metal Gear?
There's
like rubber duckies.
Or
real ducks. Well, we don't want them to be harmed, so it shouldn't be real ducks.
There's nice looking lady magazines.
Excuse me?
Talking
about like CoverGirl?
Yeah, well, maybe Uncovered Girl.
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Magic Missile throws a freaking modern drone at the enemy. Andrew's asking, is Holy Light the name for the flashbang?
You could do that. But the first thing I think of though
is... Magic Missile is a D&D spell. Okay.
So I don't know what would be. Yeah, I'll go back to I don't know. Like maybe a noob tube. Oh my god, what is that called?
Oh, that's cute. You get a chicken hat if you play on easy in the Metal Gear games, because you know I would play on easy if I played.
Watching you, I think
with the chicken hat on.
I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is the most like beginner friendly, which is funny because it's like the 5th one in the Solid part of the series. But yeah, like
would that be one we go in order for though?
Yeah, it's debatable because there's merit to playing them in release order and there's merit playing them in chronological order.
So I'm gonna be really honest here. For the longest time, I used to get Metroid and Metal Gear Solid like confused. I think it's the M's. I know they're like nothing alike.
I think that it took a lot of courage to say that, and we all need to applaud Nush for essentially outing herself.
It's kind of similar to when you guys used to say FF without actually specifying, and I would get it confused between like Final Fantasy and Fast and Furious, and you guys were like, "What are you on?" And I'm like, "I don't know," like, because Fast and Furious isn't even a game. I mean, there might be games based on it, but like, you know, I was so confused early on. And then when you guys would talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I was like, JoJo Siwa? You guys are fans of her? What?
That must be it. Figured it out.
There's just so many
Mystery
things.
solved.
I've learned a lot. Shaky Gamer has Metal Gear 5 being...
Oh my goodness.
Being the line that makes these games insane. Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine that would be difficult.
Get up here. I freaking dare you. Come on, get up here! I dare you! I dare you!
Ninjatron from I don't know if you heard how our day's been going today, but there was no chance we were watching a trailer amidst everything happening today. I will say it's on our list. It's just low on our list because it's something to watch. Like maybe we'll watch it before it actually comes out. Like, you know, at that point we're gonna have to, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry we haven't seen it yet. Like we want to see it. We want to talk about it. It's just. Obviously, work and other things take priority.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, RPG, I forgot. Maybe a grenade launcher.
I still remember when I learned what an RPG means.
Rocket-propelled game.
Exactly. Now everyone here knows.
Now everyone,
You're welcome.
Well, yep, we did it. We learned here. How do I even get down there? I think I just wasted what I was doing.
He says holy light when throwing flashbangs. Well, like... I guess it's cool to have like a catchphrase.
Yeah. One of my favorite catchphrases. Well, every card in Yu-Gi-Oh is like made to be a catchphrase. You know, like classic anime. You yell out the move that you're using. And there's one that always went hard, called "Swords of Revealing Light." And it always did some BS stuff that made no sense and had nothing to do with the actual card in real life. But it's always like "Swords of Revealing Light," and it does exactly what you need it to do in that moment.
It reveals light, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, so he has a grappling hook kind of situation, or it's his tongue.
I think it's his tongue. Oh no!
There's more of them.
No.
They kind of look like Ninja Turtles.
I think I blew myself up. I was so far down here, but we did just hit this literally in the room over, so lucky us. But if we attack that guy, these guys are gonna aggro.
Yeah. It's also kind of a joke.
Yeah. No!
Oh, they kept saying magic missile. Whining finger is one from Gundam. Catchphrase. Whining, like he would yell, like whoever in Gundam, like would say whining finger. That's funny. And
you know what goes hard? Spirit Gun in Yu Yu Hakusho.
We still need to finish watching that on Netflix.
Yep, we do.
The live action.
Ah! No! Oh, dude.
I think once the Olympics are like over, we can
get back into
getting back into series and stuff.
Yay!
Again.
I'm
then,
so excited.
A lot of our favorite shows are going to be coming back, like in September next month.
True. Oh, good. I need these. Lamau. I guess I have to activate those steps. You see that long pillar that goes down? It has a bunch of like divots in it that are horizontal. I'm gonna have to hit some switch somewhere to like make that a climbable ladder. And I go through here. There's a little opening this way.
Ooh.
Look, I was about to leave, and look what we've stumbled on.
Things. A whole area. Just found out the meme of 2 Pats was a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know the meme.
I don't know the meme either.
My thingies get in the way. Peppermint flavored dino. They do kind of. When I first saw them, I was thinking of candy canes. I'm not even a huge fan of candy canes.
I
but
don't like the ones with the green in them.
They're festive, I guess. Aren't the green ones like taste the same?
No, they're completely different.
Okay. You never we've never bought candy canes together.
Because I'm not gonna eat. Like they only come in packs of like 50. So like.
That's silly.
What the hell am I gonna do? Like I'll get diabetes tonight.
So sad.
I don't want that many candy canes.
Yeah.
They just need to cut that out.
I remember like we would get some in school and then like I'd just bring them home and put them on the tree.
Yeah,
like, just because it's like decor too.
Even as a kid, I ate them over the next few months.
Dang.
Yeah, we only had maybe 10 total across all of us that were on that tree.
I never understood the whole popcorn on the tree thing. I'd rather eat my popcorn.
I don't know. I don't put food out because bugs exist. I don't know what that's all about. Ouch. Attack.
We're also big fans of peppermint and mint.
Ooh.
Those mint chocolate, like the Andes mint chocolate, like little pieces, like those are so good.
They are delicious.
The kind that they give out at Olive Garden.
Yep, those are my favorite. Big fan of peppermint. I just can't have it in only like hard candy of a big amount.
You like the peppermint bark, like the Ghirardelli?
Yeah, it's gotta be with something a lot of times for me.
Chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna sneak up on this guy. Oh no. Woo! Whoa!
We finished our last Cadbury chocolate bar today, which was kind of sad.
No, I died. Frick.
And Doza died, which is also sad.
That's okay. I was literally 2 rooms over. Just run it. Run it back. I can totally skip this guy. Oh, that was close. Oh no. It's not gonna chase me. Of course it did. This has gone poorly very quickly. I'm hoping I can give them the lickety split. Yeah.
For the normal over the peppermint ones, for yeah.
Oh no! I'm gonna die again. Oh, they can grab each other. Nice.
Oh, growing and having fresh mint in the garden is so nice. Come on, I like it. Do you have plans for what you're gonna do with it? I know, like, we don't have a garden right now, but my mom, like, used to have one, and, like, being able to, like, anytime a recipe calls for mint, basil, any herbs, really, like, you just go out and, like, cut some, and, like, it's fresh. Like, I love that vibe.
My mom did that with basil.
Yeah. One of my favorite things were, like, mint juleps, even, like, the mocktail, you don't have to drink. But, yeah, like, getting fresh mint for that, crushing it with, like, ice and, like, a simple syrup. It's so good and refreshing.
Nice.
Oh, I'm about to learn what the 2-path meme is.
Learning is fun. Get out of my way. I need to kill this guy.
I don't see it yet, but once I do see it, I will learn.
You'll get there.
But yeah, I don't think we finished our last chocolate bar, which is what I'm kind of sad about. Maybe we buy some tomorrow too.
We could. I have nothing against it. Ooh, that was 100. That was
I like to always have chocolate on hand. Like, I guess we have like the baking chocolate chips, but that just doesn't cut it to like eat on its own.
Baking chocolate chips can be a bit intense, and they're like, I don't know, they're always
good for baking.
They're good for baking. They're slightly larger than I ever would like want to have pure chocolate in that shape, because like your teeth just kind of like slide down the tip.
Yeah.
and you can never bite it like in half unless you like deliberately position it, but then it's like, that's not fun.
I like the whole mint in your infuser bottle with cucumber, mint water. That's also super refreshing. We need to cut some more cucumber to snack on. Today was the first day in like maybe like a week and a half that I haven't had cucumber.
I'm fine with that.
I know you are, but I love cucumber.
I'm taking a break from cucumber. Let this be my public announcement. Doza is taking a break from cucumber.
Does the walrus bacon though?
Yeah, I gotta imagine, because they have a high like.
You're actually thinking about how walruses can be turned into bacon?
Well, because they have a high fat percentage, like for their body weight. So I think you could bacon a walrus.
Bro moment. And Shake Gamer, we're all weird. It's a good thing.
Blubber nuggets, they're chewy.
And hey, Mario Kart playlist.
How's it going?
He bought a Mr. Beast chocolate bar at Walmart, and it wasn't bad. He does take issue with what the rapper said. World's best chocolate. So, since you take issue with that, what do you think is actually the world's best chocolate? Or do you think it's one you haven't tried yet?
Maybe Mario Kart has like a... Well, actually, there's this small artisanal, like, you know?
Right, yeah, I'm just
Like,
curious.
it's like, it's actually the goated one. It's not like Ghirardelli or Hershey's or Cadbury or any of the big names.
Kirby put the view in the wrong server. No worries, take your time. I hope the other server appreciates it too.
I can't believe it. Nush was like, she was just screaming in her chair.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh my god, this is so trippy. The depth of field here, of like foreground versus background.
It's a little blurry, right?
That's on purpose to show you that, like, hey, this is over there. It's not immediately. That is so long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine having a tongue that long.
Max freaking range.
What if he can get you like from a higher level,
Gene
like
Simmons
with the
over here.
tongue?
What? Oh, that would be so trippy. There would be so many. I'm sure there would be so many like speedrun strats around like taking advantage of that.
I wonder what the speedrunning record for this game is, because it's like, how do you even figure it out? A tooth!
New item.
Hooray!
Of course, we have a new item.
Probably Ghirardelli, but I know there's way better chocolate out there. Even Hershey's is better than the Beast Bar, and Hershey's intentionally tastes like chemicals because tradition. Ugh. Yeah, we try to avoid Hershey's if we can. Though as a kid,
it intentionally tastes like bile.
Oh my gosh. Though as a kid, I actually really liked the Hershey's white chocolate cookies and cream bar. I used to get that all the time.
Oh no! Oh no! Where am I running? Oh, let me leave. Oh, I think I'm safe now. I don't think they've learned how to climb ladders. Oh yes! More shortcuts.
Those are really used to like Reese's. I don't know if you don't really get peanut butter chocolate stuff anymore.
I kind of go for having peanut butter with chocolate in some way, as opposed to like
buying it already packaged together.
Yeah, Reese's they have a certain graininess, which I'm not as much in the mood for as I used to be. Oh goodness. Okay, so if I drop down here, I don't know how I'm going to get back up.
Then don't drop. Or do you have to?
Drop that down. No. Hey. Huh. Huh. Oh!
Is that your catchphrase? That's what you're doing before you throw it. What is that? Like the whole maze? Like, do you see that? Like it's a whole thing that gets like.
We're going for it. We're going for it. Ah! I fell. I just need to kill the mage.
Star Crunchies? I've never heard of those. I want to look that up.
Okay, yes. Yes. We got a new item. We stole something. Mission success. Oh, heart. Yes.
I see a Star Crunch Cosmic, like, Little Debbie snack. Is that maybe what you're referring to?
How the hell do I get out of here?
Never heard of it, though.
How the frickerino do we get out of here?
I think you just gotta kill them all. That's it? Wow. Okay, yeah, I've never had Little Debbie's. We always pass it and feel like these are not healthy. Like the Little Debbie snack aisle, I feel like they have their own snack aisle sometimes. They also have like the cosmic brownies and stuff.
Ah! They still attack me even though I have my inventory up.
Does Little Debbie also do... Or no, that's Hostess, like
die.
Twinkies and everything. And Ding Dongs.
Oh, that's okay.
What are these names? Who made these names?
I don't know. Somebody who was having a bit of fun that day in the office.
Like, this is a Ding Dong.
Yeah, all right then. Okay, what did we get? Let's check the manual because we haven't read that in a while. We're gonna go to the beginning. So... We have...
Oh, I bet they taste so good. Every time we pass that aisle, it's like, yes, want to get it, but we can't. I mean, we could, but we choose to get other not-so-good things.
Oh, there are the shards for the magic potion. I don't see anything about the thing we just picked up.
Maybe we don't have the page yet.
We must not. Okay. I haven't gone to the top right in this next room. Let's do that.
Marker had a ton of tuna and a cosmic brownie for lunch last week. They asked me very nicely not to be paired again. Who asked you not to pair it that way? Like, the tuna and the cosmic brownie? Like, did you have tummy issues? Is that what that means? Am I asking too many questions? Like, I've never had, oh, you had a tin of tuna. Okay, yeah, not a ton of tuna. We have, Doza bought tuna finally, like, again, like, to have me try it. Haven't done it yet. I'll report back once I do, because I've never, I tried canned tuna a long time ago, didn't like it, and now, like, we have it again, because Doza's like, I used to eat this all the time.
I did. It was a cheap and easy protein source.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can divvy it up and,
So is
and make it
tofu.
take longer, and, like, you have it with
And chickpeas.
crackers. Yeah, with this, the buried entry is just getting the can open, you know?
Yeah.
So you have that, a little bit of mayonnaise.
Oh, have we seen that flour already? It looks
have
different
we?
from before.
Yeah, we have. It's for HP.
Oh, okay.
So I think, oh, this is something.
That's cool. We'll
This
find
is
out
attack
soon.
power. This is attack power. We need to get this one first,
Okay.
and then we can go for more health after that, because I
Ooh,
know how
more
much you love
monies.
health. We do, but I keep spending it on dynamite.
And hey, Lex Nazi, welcome back. Love the game booklet gimmick, especially how it's illustrated too. While I think it's absolutely gorgeous and like the concept of it's so awesome, kind of a throwback to the early days when games would come with their own like physical booklets, I find it very confusing. Maybe it's because we're still in like early game from like today is just day 2 of us playing Tunic, but I have more questions than answers, and I'm the kind of person that wants to be able to research and get my answers, which I guess in this case means we gotta explore more.
You gotta
to
play
figure
the
it all
game
out.
to play the game. It's
Like
crazy.
that Nickelodeon show, Figure It Out?
Figure it out. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a show once.
That was. They call
Whoa.
it cloud cakes. They're fake Twinkies.
Cloud cakes.
Shake Gamer lives in the state Little Devies are made, so they're all over here. Ah, I bet. Yeah, that makes sense, like, for it to be super popular.
No, dude. Let's just kill one enemy. Oh, I could have healed and I chose not to.
I wonder who Little Debbie is and what her story was.
You think Little Debbie knows Wendy?
Like, from Wendy's? Like the restaurant?
That'd be the one.
Just like Wendy knows, Sanders guy?
Exactly. All that fan art. Oh no. I'm gonna die again. Oh. Oh, there's a thing over here. I never saw this before. Oh, run. Oh no, it's just for vantage point.
There was a girl on Figure It Out who bit cheddar slices into states, and she made a perfect Texas. This was a later season long after they ran out of ideas. That's hilarious. But I kind of remember things being pretty quirky on that show anyways, like for Figure It Out.
It was a super quirky show. That was kind of the whole thing with Nickelodeon during that time.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, I can just sneak around. I'm still learning how to stealth. Alright, cool. Nice, got our money back. Okay. So we've been through this area. I think we've explored what we can. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, with no spoilers, of course. But I think we got all we could get. No, dude. Oh no.
Some of
It's
Figure It Out
getting
stuff
worse.
was dumb. Do you remember the girl with the long name? I don't.
What girl with a long name?
For Figure It Out, like, was it like, I have a really long name? Like, that's the phrase. Because, like, the phrases were so simple, too. And then even the prizes they won were kind of like, I don't know.
I
Like
figured
there-
out
like
was
the
like
bicycle.
it was the
and
Rosie O'Donnell
the
show,
moon
right?
shoes. No, Suzanne Summers, I think.
Suzanne.
And it was like basically like Keenan, Carol, and other like cast members of all that and stuff like that would have to like basically ask questions to guess like a hidden talent or something special
What am I
about
thinking
a
of?
person.
Where you fill in the blanks and you have to
Yeah, it is filling in the blanks.
to touch things in a box that you
with
did.
clues, yeah, and then you would get slimed and other stuff.
There was a conveyor belt.
Yeah, that's Figure It Out.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of. Oh, hello, an opening. I don't remember. Oh, that's what I was
She
talking
had,
about
like,
earlier.
50 names. I think it was the longest name in America in my age group or something. That's crazy. Yeah, Danny Tamarelli and Lori Beth Dinberg. They were in it too.
Oh, I thought that was the name.
No.
It's like they added an and. Let's go.
Amanda Bynes. Yeah, so many others.
Oh, hey. Nice. We're here. Started at the top. We're still at the top.
It's Shaggy. It's a really old show. It's from the 90s.
90s? Oh, come on. It's got to be 2000s, right?
Figured it out was 90s. I think Double Dare 2000, being in the name, was 2000.
Okay.
I think Double Dare kind of took over. And that was like a trivia with your family.
Wasn't there more
and
than
like
one
other
Double Dare?
obstacle courses.
There was
I
Double
think there was
Dare
Double Dare and then
Double
Double
Dare
2000, yeah.
So maybe it was also 90s.
And Bullseye, welcome back. I mean, we are killing a lot of things here in the game Tunic as this little fox, but everyone's attacking us. Like, we haven't met a single friendly anything.
Nope. Not even one. Oh my god, what am I literally navigating darkness right now? Okay, there I am. And then I can't go down anymore. I can go left. Okay.
And Shaky, we're doing yeah, Zoom with a Z. I loved Zoom.
Come on and Zoom.
I especially loved it when they would do something with like household like items where you could like do it yourself at home while you're following along.
Oh my god. It's all dead.
Just like science experiments, recipes, like all kinds of things. It was great. I thought those kids were so cool.
Oh, really funny. Dynamite. I can't think of Zoom without thinking of Zaboomafoo, so.
Yeah, that was fun. It always came on like right after each other.
But Zaboomafoo gives me like PBS Kids vibes.
Zaboomafoo is like just like the Animal Planet like type shows for kids, basically. You learned a lot about animals.
It's probably about when I changed the channel. See, it was in that moment that I was like, all right, let's see. Oh, Dexter's Lab. Let's watch that instead. I think that's what I was doing at the time. Okay.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch.
No, because you like live action. So Nickelodeon was just it for you. Like, you were done. You finished.
Well,
you had everything.
Wishbone was live action, technically.
Yeah, that was PBS, though.
Yeah, PBS.
Like, you okay. Well, yeah, I'm not saying you didn't have PBS also. I would never.
I'm basically everything but Cartoon Network.
Everything but yeah. Teen Titans? What's that?
Ninja Go.
Ninja Go. Oh my god. Okay, we don't need to go back down
there. Was an episode where Mark Summers... Was Mark Summers the host then? Or I thought it was the Suzanne Summers. Maybe both of them. Are they still together? Were they ever together, or is this your name Summers?
Are you just filling in names?
I don't know. But Marco Place says there was an episode where Mark Summers either had a terrible migraine or he was high and a producer had to step in and take the mic. I was so confused. Wait, Mark Summers was Double Dare. Yeah. That's funny. I didn't know about it. I don't remember that episode that happened.
We're gonna offer...
They brought it back one year in 2012. That's cool. Didn't last long though.
Oh. Attack power.
I think there needs to be more trivia based like shows. Like, let's get smarter, not dumber.
You know what's dumb? And I believe in it for the
what's
it's
ATT?
for a good cause.
Attack, right?
Attack, yes. Although it's usually hyphenated as ATK, which is interesting. So I think it's great to give money to charity. Okay. I just want to say that. I think that's a good thing. However, I'm wondering when we're gonna get Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but with people who aren't millionaires.
Right. So, like, I mean, the current like new season that's going on right now is just in celebration of the anniversary.
When is the anniversary over? Is it more than one day?
2024.
Oh, it's okay. So the whole year.
Yeah, they're counting the whole year as the anniversary. That's why they brought
I wasn't
it back.
aware of that.
And all of it is purely for charity. And to celebrate, like
I said, I don't want people to not give to charity.
Right. I don't know if they're ever going to bring back the show, like, with, just everyday people.
Ever?
Who knows? I mean, I don't think it's getting high enough ratings, to be honest. I know
maybe not.
Jeopardy has that new pop culture version that's coming out that's team-based, that's going to be on Amazon Prime. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool.
Well, that'll be overall enjoyable.
I don't
sure.
remember What Would You Do. Do you know that show?
What would you do? Oh, with that one guy who I think he was Hispanic. Like something Mendez or something like that. It was a dude always in a gray suit. And it was one of those social experiment type things, but like not the super toxic trolley stuff you see on YouTube these days. It was a whole show where like
Oh, like if you would stand up for someone in public kind of thing?
Yeah, it was,
Okay,
it was literally that.
I don't think I've ever watched it, but I think I've like caught like pieces of it like on YouTube and
I
stuff.
definitely was like on at my grandparents' place like a lot.
I don't know what the Ernest show is either. Hey Vern?
I only know Vern from like maybe Family Guy, like Vern, like something like that.
Apparently the original What Would You Do is with actually Mark Summers. I didn't know that.
Really? Okay.
Didn't have cable much growing up. When we did, we watched Cartoon Network. Yeah. Maybe, did I have cable growing up? I feel like we had more like international channels because my parents
Like,
wanted us.
Did you have like Dish or anything like that for
We
the
had-
international stuff?
We did have a satellite dish, yeah.
Okay. I grew up in I grew up in a strictly cable-oriented family. Not a
Well,
dish in sight.
It's not like you were trying to catch cricket games at like 3 in the morning.
No, usually it was just Dallas Cowboys and
Spurs.
Spurs. That's kind of it, and that was on cable. So me though, I was playing like Gauntlet and
And I think
and like track and field.
PBS and Nickelodeon were not part of cable. They were like for everybody, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
public broadcasting.
That.
So everyone had PBS. So everyone had access
As long
to
as you had a
Arthur,
TV. Yeah.
Wishbone, that kind of thing. But yeah, as long as you had a TV and it did have like an antenna or something.
Yeah.
Man, Channel 3 or Channel 4, those go hard.
I don't even know what numbers are anymore.
When I would hook up my Super Nintendo to the CRT TV, it had to be on either Channel 3 or 4 because that's the only, like, quote-unquote, channel
Input that worked.
that they would... Yeah, it wasn't like an input where you just, like, switch to HDMI 2. It was like you had to switch it to the right channel, and then it gets more complicated if you're trying to go through your VCR. we're talking about... Like, I'm finding it ridiculous what we're talking about, but, like, in a good way. Like, so a VCR is it's this little device that would play videos on little cassette tapes, which was kind of like the DVDs of yore. So
What is the Sega channel? Like 1 or 2 kids at school had it. Like I don't remember that at all.
When it comes to like gaming stuff, I only know of G4, which was more of like an Austin thing than a San Antonio thing. I never had G4. I always wanted it.
I'm glad you know what a VCR is. We haven't hit the point where like no one knows what it is yet or anymore. I think
Save
some
icon.
people
Does anyone know what the
use it.
save icon is on like your Microsoft Word?
Ooh, floppy disk.
Okay, spoiled it. That's fine. All right, let's leave this island and we'll come back when we have the grappling hook.
Andrew knew it before I said it.
Well, good.
Mario Kart misses CRT TVs because he always used to run his cheek on the glass and let the build static tickle his face. Read my eyeballs hurt sometimes though.
Okay.
That is funny. Ninja Tron with the no Doza Texas says save.
Oh no.
Kirby says
like-
older consoles even more steps.
Hey,
All of
was this
is
powered
Super
before?
Nintendo that we both had, right?
Yes. Okay, Super Nintendo, and the thing is the Nintendo 64 already was out by the time I was given my Super Nintendo, because I had older cousins who were, like, big on games. I can't imagine, like, a lot of people treat commodities from over the years as, like, interchangeable, and, like, you just upgrade for, like, the better version of it. Like, that's what you do with cars, you do with houses, you do with... Where the hell are we? Oh my god. You do it with a lot of things where you're not gonna do the old model. You get a baseball bat, you get a newer, better baseball bat, you get a newer, better bike.
Is there
right?
nowhere
But
out?
like consoles are different.
There's nowhere out.
There's nowhere out. Consoles that you can't they weren't backwards compatible, and like So like once you moved on, like you can't go back. Like it's a one direction thing.
I hope we can go back from here in the game.
Me too. What the hell? I actually can't, or can I? I probably can.
You probably have to press something on the platform again.
We don't have an overworld map that tells us where we are at all times.
I wish we could rotate the map, like right now, like see what's in that corner that we can't see.
You know, some of these out of view areas that are all these sneakies reminds me of a game on the PS3 that we have that we're not going to play on the stream because it's only really hard puzzles and it's super trippy. It's called Echo Chrome and it's all about your perspective, and you can shift the perspective and things like come into existence and go out of existence based on what you can see. So you can cover a gap, and now that gap doesn't exist and you can walk across it.
Yeah,
for example, and your character's auto-walking at all times, so it's real-time strategy in a way. It's crazy.
Second channel let you download games over the cable. It was pre-high-speed internet thing.
That's right. People had internet
Online
through
games
the
through
coaxial
Sega.
cable. That's how.
You answer by pressing Y or N on your keyboard. I know that, like, I think both of our families still have VCRs that aren't currently used either.
What
come
the
on.
frick?
We don't have one here where we are, but
Hello?
it's definitely still in existence. The Master Sword!
How are we here? I'm trying to get back to the center
well,
area.
Take the sword.
I can't.
No, because you have to have the beams for the other 3, probably.
Is this gonna
Or
be like
actually,
Wind
what
Waker,
if we
where
did-
you unlock so many things and you gotta unlock more after?
What
Like
if you
a part
have
one,
to
part
do
two?
each of the sides of the hexagon?
So I know each of these hexagons are like colors. So maybe after we do the bell towers, like
I'm assuming this is like more end game, and for some reason we're already here.
maybe we get that, yeah, when we collect all 3. But we need to ring the west bell tower before we can even think about that.
How do we get back there?
One
of these other
I'm gonna
platforms?
go here, and I'm gonna hope that this doesn't take me somewhere we have never seen before.
Nintendo also had something like that. I think Atari had to be connected to where antenna wires connected to TV, then had a switch to turn on.
Really? That sounds overly complicated than just plugging in a wire.
Oh, Fez is a really cute game. That's not what Doza was talking
No, I was talking
about,
about Echo Chrome. Fez is a lot of fun, but also won't be played because it's just way too... It's a lot of fun. I love the vibe. I love the game. But it's like you take the extremities of like Banjo-Kazooie, where you basically have to like collect everything.
And Fez is kind of like that Captain Toad game.
Yeah, you make it very complicated and very like perspective oriented, and everything's a puzzle. Even navigating is a puzzle.
I feel like we would play the Captain Toad one before we would play Fez.
I feel like Captain Toad is more our speed.
Yeah, it's the barrier to entry and like the ease of it would be our.
I wish the Fez guy was still in the industry, but he left it because like people were toxic. He doesn't make games anymore because like I don't know, I don't know if it was like Microsoft's fault or people in general.
Doza and I were just talking about how like GameCube games haven't been added to the Nintendo Switch online stuff yet. We're wondering if they're gonna wait until the Switch 2 or whatever this new console is gonna be. Because like it would be great to have more of those like old school like games accessible easily now.
Hold up.
There were broadcast satellite Zelda games you actually had to tune in for on SNES at a certain... What?
Nush. There's something
Doza?
here with this. We weren't able to target these tuning forks until we got that blue squid-looking thing.
Well, try it.
Try what?
I don't know. Because it looks like you're thinking of something. What's that? Try that. What? We got the grappling hook!
We've had it this whole time!
Okay, let's cook! I was gonna say, let's hook.
We'll go back to the shore later. I still want to progress, but damn, I had it the whole time! Not the whole time, but like we recently got it.
We didn't realize.
No.
Did some of you guys realize and not tell us?
It's like,
we'll figure it out.
They want the grappling hook. Oh, it's so funny.
And hey, William.
That makes
Coming
sense.
in with you are like the shudder of relaxation one gets in their back when they finally lay down after a long day. Aw. Virtual hugs to you, William.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely relax the rest of the evening if you can.
It's important to rest.
Yes. This is part of our relaxation, at least for me.
The music is top notch.
Yeah. And we'll probably crash after we end tonight.
Yeah, it's just been a long ass day, so we probably won't stream like too late.
No, but tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
So we actually have to finish 2 videos from start to finish tomorrow to turn into a client. So that's fun.
Yeah.
We were so, focused on this other thing
tomorrow
that we didn't finish, but we already have it like storyboarded, written out, all of that. It's literally just put all the pieces together on Premiere and export.
That part of the legwork.
Yeah.
Is there any grappling hook stuff in the East? I don't think so.
I never actually had a GameCube myself, but we played a bit on Doza's, or rather your sister's, I guess, because you don't have one.
Well, she got one with her husband. Like they went,
okay.
like she pioneered and went out of their way, and she
To
was
get
like,
one.
"No, we're getting a GameCube." And
That's the one I want.
I'm sure he was like, "Well, okay." This looks like it could be something. Can I pray here?
Crash, don't crash, save your progress first. Oh yeah, I guess, does this game auto-save or do you want to save? I don't know, have we ever saved? It's an Xbox game.
I don't know how Xbox games work. I think it auto-saves. I don't even know like where the indicator for auto-saving even is, to be honest. But this is the closest thing to saving, making sure that we like go at one of these.
And I hope the food was good, Kirby. The enchiladas, the Las Palapas, all of it.
Sealed forever. Right,
is there
right.
queso good? I love like chips and queso.
I love love.
I love love too, but like I'm trying to I want to know who has the best queso. Like 4 chips, like in San Antonio.
For some reason, when you said 4 chips, I thought you were gonna say 4chan, like that one lady on Fox News.
Not 4chan, not IGN, not Polygon.
Infamous hacker.
Not Screen Rant.
4chan. Screen Rant. Oh, Screen Rant. Don't even get me started.
About it.
I was ranting about Screen Rant earlier today. There was this article I saw about a show that Nush and I watch, and it was like 5 times this character made a mistake and 5 times where it wasn't their fault. And it was like the most baseless, borderline, like baby spoon-fed nonsense. It's like you looked up like main plot points on like the wiki or something, and you just kind of put a list together, and it was a struggle to get those 5 on both accounts. And I was just like, you make BuzzFeed look like literature. Like, what is this? It was so, I don't even think the person who wrote it, if they even was a person, like,
right, if it was just completely AI generated.
I feel like it every single like quote unquote reasoning for every point that they made followed the same like sentence structure and cadence. And it was like you just changed out whatever you copy and pasted like for the plot to fill in like this particular point, and like that was kind of it. It's like, what is happening right now? Am I having an aneurysm? Like, what is going on? The farther I went into the list, I got more and more angry. Oh, but yeah, that's Screen Rant. I don't know what's worse, Screen Rant or like CRB, but yeah, like at least BuzzFeed knows what it is. Like, there's no pretending.
Quinta got her start, and Quinta Brunson from like Abbott Elementary fame.
Yeah.
She got her start on BuzzFeed and going viral with like being a guest like writer on that platform.
Well, that's awesome.
So I'm glad it worked out. Like I'm grateful for BuzzFeed for Quinta. Kirby said I liked it, but also I don't mind Rico cheese because of a gremlin. It might not be Rico's. I don't know. When you said Rico's, I was like, I'm not a huge fan, but I like to try things if I can, so we'll give Las Palapas a try soon.
Oh, I thought for sure I was
keeps
gonna be able to
thinking the
steal
music
shield.
has a damn fire alarm beep thing going off.
How is the volume of the game? Should it be louder or quieter?
Hopefully it's good, because we've been doing this since yesterday.
I went back and checked
anything.
yesterday's stream, and it seemed okay, but I didn't ask. I usually ask.
And good evening, Comfy. How's it going?
How's it going? Let's see.
Top 10 times your favorite unexpected video game character touched grass with this one weird trick, and you'll never guess what happens next.
And 10 times where they didn't touch grass with 2 weird tricks that you definitely guessed that didn't actually happen, maybe. And then keep it going, right? It's just, oh my god.
Kirby saw someone buy 12 cans of Rico's cheese last week. There were 6-pound cans.
What is even it made of? Honestly, what is it even made of?
Let's not question it, but like maybe those people are running like a business or someplace where they serve a lot of nachos with that cheese.
Uh-huh. What was in here again?
I know Costco sells them.
I'm gonna
No,
leave.
I can't with the smoke detector instrument. I'm gonna lose it. Do you guys remember like at our old place when our smoke detector would just like go off like randomly and like beep like for 24 hours, sometimes even multiple days, and it was just horrible? I'm so grateful that hasn't happened to us here yet. Sometimes when we use our oven and like we're cooking extra hard, like the fire alarm will go off, but it's never like just a constant beeping and our annoyance. And for that, I'm just so like I feel so much better.
I feel like they're super annoying. Like it's just such a sharp chirp. I'm just not picking up, so I'm guessing maybe like where Ninjatron's from, maybe their fire alarms sound a little different.
Potentially. We this is definitely the best place we've lived so far, Doza.
It is the best. It is number one.
And we've lived at 3 places together. Isn't that crazy?
So, you know, we have something to say about it.
Yes. Compare and contrast.
Oh, I can kill these fast enough if I'm quick. Yeah! Alright. Can I grab that?
32% of Philly's economy is Cheese Whiz. I've never had like that cheese out of a can thing. Like the spray cheese. Never tried it.
Another coin.
But when I think of Philly or Philadelphia, I think of like cheese cream.
Because I'm upset that they use like white American cheese on Philly cheesesteaks. I feel like I need to go to Philadelphia to confirm whether or not there is a loss of like taste buds that's causing this. Or maybe, or if they use a different cheese.
Oh, apparently...
Because in every universe, provolone is better.
This is apparently the Hourglass location, but you already have it.
Yeah. Okay,
so
good.
Should we, maybe now that we have the hook, we can start getting towards that other bell?
We're definitely in the area.
Okay, okay.
It's just to the left of us, that, like, dude who's on the bridge and all that. Oh, yoink. Can I... We have achieved verticality.
How? Wait, what'd you do?
I went up here. I can just do that.
Oh! Finally! Guys, we've been cooking so much more today than yesterday with this game.
I can't believe it.
Do you feel it?
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Hey, he's got the same shield as me. My attack power going up staggers enemies easier, too.
Comfy just cleared the first Savage Raid fight in Final Fantasy, so that's pretty huge.
Congratulations! Did like a new expansion come out? Is that what happened? I know that...
Sometimes I get videos of like MSQ tips, and I'm like reminded that we haven't gone through it yet. I got another one like on my For You page today. I was like, I know, I still got to do the MSQ. It was such a like, I don't know. We can get through it someday.
I know we will.
I do miss Moogles.
I miss the universe of it all and like how nice people are.
Yeah.
I hope we haven't lost our like new leafy green status.
Oh.
The little sprout. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Sprout. I really hope we haven't lost that just because our accounts are older now. Because it's not like we have the playtime to back it up.
First Savage fight of this current tier.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've been hearing more and more about like an upcoming expansion.
Sounds good, Ninjatron.
By the way, Comfy, how was World of Warcraft? You literally have never brought that up ever since you initially brought that up weeks and weeks ago.
Hats and Genos are the world cathedrals of cheesesteaks, and they both use Whiz, and they both suck. Oof.
What? This is disappointing to hear. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight.
And Shaky Gamer actually had cheesesteak for dinner with sweet potato waffle fries. That's nice.
You know what? I've never had a sweet potato waffle fry.
There's a place in San Antonio that's highly rated for their cheesesteaks called Gino's Deli.
Yes, it's very good.
It's an unassuming place because it looks like a gas station, but it's not.
Cheese.
They don't sell gas.
They use real cheese. Oh my god, can you believe it?
They're actually like the top rated restaurant, I think, like in San Antonio, like on Yelp or something. They're really proud of that. And they have cheesesteaks and other sandwiches and stuff, and they're really friendly people.
Yeah, they're good people for sure. They I don't think
They-
they do this anymore, but they used to host Smash tournaments.
They did, and Doza's competed in them.
Yeah. Actually, I got a handshake from the owner because of how I came back against a Bayonetta. This is during Smash 4, where Bayonetta is super overpowered, and I was playing Donkey Kong, and I was losing like so bad, and then I came back from like a 3 stock deficit and just dunked on her, and like the owner was like what did he say? He said something about it being like nasty or sick, and he did like a funny play on words of some sort, some kind of pun, and shook my hand. I didn't win any money, but
No.
I won the hearts of many that day.
Yes. Oh, you can bring him closer to you. That's convenient. Instead of wasting all the other stuff. Comfy said, it was fun. It definitely scratched an itch I've had for years, and I feel much better now. No desire to go back, which is a good thing. It was a refreshing blast from the past.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn it. Oh well, I'm glad you were able to get that itch scratched. That's good. I'm glad you had that experience. We can all hope for experiences like that and not get sucked back into things that maybe necessarily don't fit with what we're doing these days.
You should make a Philly cheesesteak like for yourself, like the way you would want it at home. Like make your what is your ideal kind at home? Like, get all the ingredients, like do the thing.
Yeah, I should do that. Because we found some solid bread. Ow, what the heck? Why'd I get
The right
flies so
kind,
far?
yeah.
Yeah, we found bread that'll work for it. I mean, you can always go with a baguette. That'll be fine. Yeah, I think we have...
Like sub bread, though, would be
I
better.
think for me is finding good proteins to go to and like preparing it the right way.
You know, we've never been to Philadelphia.
No. Oh, we're crushing now. We are so much stronger.
I like peppers.
Oh,
I think
there's
Doza does too, right?
Hello. I do. I like bell peppers.
You know,
I've also liked the hot Italian pepper blend that sometimes goes on like gyros.
hold on though. Remember the first time like we went to? There's this Mongolian what is it called? Like the Huhat.
Sorry. Yeah, Huhat.
Yeah, there's a restaurant called that where basically you have to take your ingredients in a bowl and then you get it cooked and then you eat it after, but you get to put what you want. The first time Doza took me there, he put a bunch of bell peppers in his bowl, but then he didn't eat them. He was like, I just like the essence of them for when they cook together, and he kept them on his plate, and I was like, what are you talking? This was super early in our relationship, and I was like, you're gonna eat vegetables soon.
Before I fully embrace vegetables.
Yeah, he would just use them to get the essence of it and not actually eat it, and I was just like, stop, you need to grow up.
Literal man baby.
Need to eat your vegetables. But no, he's made a lot of progress. He eats peppers, broccoli, corn, all kinds of stuff now.
I want to grab that one down there. I don't think I can. Go around.
Comfy says, on a more familiar note, I'm unfortunately going to have to push into NG+4 in Elden Ring for my PvP character. I can still optimize it, therefore I must suffer.
That's fine. My main character is on NG+6. I considered going to 7, but then I realized I would want at least a copy of everything, so I would need to go through 2 runs, and why make it harder on myself?
Doza has
totally
been doing more with his main character.
Yes.
Again in Elden Ring.
And I made another PvP character, and I was like minimum
recently?
viable product. Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I had spent some time doing that
You didn't
here and
tell
there.
me.
I know what I'm telling you now.
I have to find out what
It's
everyone
level
else
150 because I want to see what that's like.
On this National
You
Girlfriend
are
Day?
special.
Just kidding.
National Girlfriend. Oh my god, get out of here with that. Oh no, I can't reach.
Brussels or however you like Brussels sprouts. So that's actually one vegetable I'm not a huge fan of.
You just
There's
need to
only
learn how to cook
one
it.
way. No, there's only one way I like eating it, but I won't go out of my way to get it.
Yeah, me neither. They're. I think that they have such a strong bitter forefront. You have
Yeah.
to really cook them well, and then on top of that, there's the fact that they're so chunky.
If you want bitter, there's actually a vegetable that's called a bitter gourd. Look that up. It looks wild, but it's actually really delicious if you know how to make it properly.
I haven't had it yet to a significant extent.
You tried it once.
Yeah.
But I don't think you really liked it, so we haven't really.
It was
bought
not
again.
my favorite.
It's bitter. It's literally called a bitter gourd. Chris, welcome back, Chris. First of all, saying, speaking of which, I'm considering respecing my character for a faith-focused build in Elden Ring.
You should. Faith is exceedingly fun, and they're eating good. Faith users are eating good in the DLC.
And hey, Shane, coming in with this game is what my grandparents say their daily commute to school was like. Except for like the mountain high of snow, right? I always heard like I had to walk through the snow. Which, you know, speaking
Uphill
of your
both ways.
comment, the woman from Brazil who won silver medal today in the gymnastics all around, her family, like when she was training as a kid, her brothers would actually walk with her for 2 hours to be able to get to practice. Walking 2 hours just to get to practice, and then like getting to the point now today where you're an Olympian winning silver like for the second time like in Olympics. Like I'm impressed. I was so inspired by today's all-around final. It's
not just a 2-hour trip to get to practice. It's now that you're tired.
You're
from
walking
practice,
from 2 hours.
you have
Yeah.
to, and that's if you keep pace with how you got there.
Yeah.
So you're probably looking at like a 5-hour
mean-
just out of the day of just walking to go get tired. That's a lot.
Yeah, like these gymnasts have gone through so much to get to where they were. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Olympians have a bunch of different stories and stuff, but it's just I've been so inspired by all these stories. Yeah, like even Suni, who got bronze today, like she overcame like kidney disease and like all kinds of health. She wasn't even cleared to like practice gymnastics, or like she didn't think she thought she would have to quit until like January of this year.
Intense.
It is wild. And that's what Shane's comment reminded me of.
Way to go, Shane. Let's go.
This is why I'll never be in the Olympics. I mean, I want to like experience it in person someday. I think that would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing because it's probably something you can afford to do once.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. All the celebrities and whatever, they just make it seem so casual and like approachable. But then you look at ticket prices, like that's before even like
I
traveling
think
there.
like some of the cheaper end tickets for today were like $1,000 for a seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yo, maybe going to a Taylor
Out of
Swift
my
concert
price
doesn't seem
range.
too pricey
Taylor
now.
Swift was pretty expensive too, though.
Well, comparatively, but I mean, then again, it's the Olympics, so once every 4 years. I mean, can you put a price on it?
Yeah, I think Salt Lake City is actually hosting Winter Olympics. So there's 2 upcoming Olympics in the U.S. that are confirmed. I know 2028 is going to be in Los Angeles, and that's summer. And then I think after that, one of the Winter Olympics eventually is going to be in Salt Lake. They announced it. So that's 2 opportunities here in the U.S. to go. I think it would be cool to experience it in another country, though.
This was the old house.
I do like experiences.
They're good. I really want to go and see what's down the well. We've had the map piece for so long. That's what I'm going to guarantee. Not guarantee. That's what I'm going to focus on. Let's drink a potion. If I were a well, I would want to be near water of some sort, maybe. And then...
We've had quite the whirlwind of a day, Shane. We talked about it in like the first 10 minutes of tonight's stream. Started with the panic attack around 2 a.m. A really important work call pitch thing like super early in the morning, like a few hours later, to, you know, finally coming down from all of that and work and sleep to catch up on everything and Olympics. But overall, like, we're feeling better now.
Thankfully.
Yeah. How about you? How's your day been?
Hey, I never went this way. Oh, more attack power. That'd have been so useful way long ago when we first were here. Ah! Oh, I can't kill them in one hit. Goodness.
Kempi's
Okay.
excellent, energized, moisturized, and motivated.
It's good to be moisturized.
And all the other things too.
But those are also, you know, redeeming qualities. Well, yeah, that was Kessler that was using Blasphemous Blade. Although he beat Radon.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, and he didn't. I don't think he used Blasphemous Blade, if my memory serves.
And he clipped his mic.
He did. He popped off so loud he clipped his mic. If we see him, we're gonna bring it up again. Hey,
They're
new
making a
pepper.
Oh, we like
vegetable.
peppers.
And 2 of them. Perhaps it'll be like the napalm rain of fire or whatever.
They're making a train from Vegas to LA because of it. Oh. Well, that's good. I mean, I feel like people travel from LA to Vegas a lot anyway, so having more easy transportation methods would be good.
Ouch. Nice. We're finally
Day
here.
hasn't been bad for Shane. Have the day off, so been programming.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you've been able to make progress on that. That's awesome.
Good to hear. Thanks for sharing. Oh no. Open this. Ouch. Okay.
This weekend we'll be, you know, kicking off August, like, projects and stuff and just trying to get ahead. Oof. We'll be staying in and doing that, which will be nice for us. Because, yeah, we've been, you know, putting off some of our smaller day-to-day tasks, I feel.
I don't feel that way.
Really?
I feel like, yes, there could be more, but I think we've been doing a decent job.
Well, yeah, like, we have been, but that's what this weekend, like, we want to get ahead. We don't want to just,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
no, I
that's
don't
what
want to, I don't want to use the weekend to catch up. I want to stay ahead.
Yeah, but we are behind right now.
Okay, well, by that logic.
Yeah, that's what I meant by, like, get ahead to the point where we're caught up and feel good, like, going into the new week next week.
Gotcha. Yeah, true.
The beginning and end of months are always like this.
There's still 2 more upgrade things. Mushroom? Didn't we get a mushroom? I thought we already had one.
We already submitted, like, turned it in, though, remember?
Yeah. Okay, so that was the upgrade page. And then what is this? When you die... Okay, and then you can get back, and then it does an explosion. Try to be this strong before taking on Garden Knight. So look for those offerings, and he's like, in the bottom right.
I mean, even if you had to change direction and it hasn't been progress in the direction that you're headed now, it's still experience that you're gaining along the way that hopefully makes fixing the code or doing what you're doing now with the project even, like, you know, more streamlined, hopefully. It happens.
Yeah.
It's still progress, though, you know?
And it's important to recognize that and acknowledge it.
A change in direction is still progress.
How do I get that piece?
Some of these pages look like scratch-off tickets. Yesterday you compared it to a menu. It's all over the place, but it's nice. It's beautifully designed.
I'm quite enjoying it. Well, I think once you accept that this game is a puzzle exploration game more than anything else, then it makes a lot of sense. You get actually less direction in Dark Souls games. I mean, you get more direction in Dark Souls games than you do in this game. So that's quite different. I think when people compare this to Souls-like, in some ways, yes, but I feel like that puts this game in too narrow of a box, because it borrows a lot of elements, but at the end of the day, it's its own thing, and it asks a lot of the player, and you better answer the call, or you're gonna have a bad time.
Well said, Doza.
Thanks. I can grab onto that, but that's from where we've already been.
I feel like you're gonna encounter spaghetti code for quite a while in your journey, Shane, whether it's the first, second, or even maybe the 50th thing that you've programmed.
I mean, just look at Blizzard games. World of Warcraft alone is a game that was released in a release state, not a beta, in 2004, and is still going now. Imagine what that looks like.
Like a bowl of spaghetti.
Oh, like a bowl of spaghetti that's on fire.
Krish also collected some
let's go
stamps
down there.
today. Thought they were cool. Like actual like stamps? Or like is this in a game or something? Like USPS stamps?
Well, I think Wind Waker has stamps, the remaster. The little like Tunic stamp or tuna. What's his name?
Tingle. How could you forget Tingle?
I didn't forget. I remembered clearly.
Post stands for USPS. Let's go. Yeah, we have a little collection too. They're fun.
Does this kind of look
We need
like
to
we're
put our
under the
order
world?
in for the Alex Trebek Jeopardy stamps, by the way. We're going to start using those to send out our patron goodies every month because they're fun.
Oh,
we can
yes.
only send it to those in the U.S., though. So, like, Fry and others outside of the U.S. still have to get our Global Forever stamps. They won't get Jeopardy.
Well, at least those are pretty.
Oh my gosh, if there were Zelda stamps, that would be cool. Krish got some Dungeons and Dragons themes. I've seen those. Those are cool.
Nice. Especially, it's like, as a Dungeons and Dragons fan, I'm sure you enjoyed that there was a movie and all that.
We haven't seen it.
No.
Shane
We
said
gotta
about-
really pay attention to these these waterfalls.
I'm okay with spaghetti as long as I can make it, so testing one thing doesn't break literally everything else anymore.
Virtual machine comes to mind, but I don't know a thing about coding, so I'm not gonna speak on behalf of any kind of authority.
We actually signed up for like USPS like update like their newsletter and stuff like that. I mean, we use them so much for business, like we kind of have to stay in the know for all the changes. And so like we see like the upcoming stamps when they're about to be released and stuff like that.
Aren't we adorable? Getting hyped for the USPS newsletter. Let's go.
I mean, they make the mail go round. Quite literally.
Got another bonfire.
Could you imagine if they were on strike? Like, it would be chaos.
Not again, please.
Shane's been getting back slowly into glob art again. That's exciting.
Shane, question. What are you going to do about the upcoming DLC for Castle Crashers?
Right. We're waiting for a date to be announced, but we were going to ask you if you wanted to collab again. And by collab, like, play with us.
I don't know if there's going to be... I know it's a paid DLC, but I don't know if there's going to be any, like, new levels or campaigns or anything like that. I don't think there's any. I think it's purely creation-based.
Yeah, but, like, we don't really know much other than, like, what the trailer told us. So, like, we don't know what all it will entail. They're still working on it.
Yeah, they are still working on this. We'll see.
The USPS newsletter paperless. Yeah, so I don't know... Like, if you ever use, like, if you have an account on USPS and then, like, you utilize certain services that they have this click and ship situation that we use a lot. We also get, like, packaging stuff from them. Like, you can get free packaging with, obviously, their branding and everything and all that. But they'll send you, like, updates regularly. It's via email. There's also a thing called informed delivery if you don't have it yet. Anyone who's in the US that gets mail, like, you can sign up for it. It'll basically send you an email snapshot every single day of, like, the mail you're gonna receive that day or soon, including packages and stuff too, which is super helpful for us because
it feels so futuristic.
Yeah, like, we already know, like, oh, hey, this is coming soon. Like, we can kind of even filter out and see, like, oh, this is important, we should go check the mail today, or maybe we can wait, like, till, a few days before we check it because nothing important's there yet, kind of thing.
Yeah, we can do the most with doing the least. That's kind of our priority.
It helps. It's efficient.
Yeah, that's a much nicer way of saying it. It sounds way more professional than what I said.
99 bugs in the code. Take one down, patch it around. 122 bugs in the code. That's fun. Also, Chris said I've noticed you're getting the A and B buttons confused every time you try picking up a page you cancel.
See, the thing is I'm using Switch Pro controller,
and yesterday
we have it
he
a
used.
certain way.
You should say that yesterday you used a different controller. So
No,
you
it was the same one.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I thought you were using Xbox yesterday.
No, that was you're thinking of SpongeBob when I switched halfway through.
Oh, probably. Okay, never mind.
But the
I was trying to
buttons-
help you out by being like, he's playing with a different one today, so he's trying to learn again.
The buttons are the buttons, and honestly, I shouldn't be having this much trouble with it because a lot of things that are usually the A button in Elden Ring I have assigned to the B button. I do just fine. But for some reason, like, you can show me B button, I can look at my controller, it is the actual B button, that will work, and I still screw it up. Because I'm thinking that, like, oh, we're gonna need A to confirm something. Or, like, A is, like, back out, and B is confirm. And it's, like, messing with me.
And Shane, we love that life update for you. He said he'd love to play some. He once again has his own room, so he should be able to join streams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, Shane, did you mention Borderlands 2, or...
No, he's talking about Castle Crashers.
I know, but I mean ever.
Oh.
I mean ever.
Have you ever mentioned Borderlands 2 ever in your life?
Did y'all know there's a Borderlands live-action movie coming out? I think it has Jamie Lee Curtis and Kevin Hart, so they're really stacking on the popular celebrities kind of angle.
By the way, informed delivery, yes, like Kirby said, is free. So, like, anyone can do that. Like, go sign up. It's really helpful.
What do you have to lose?
Yeah, Krish asked favorite controller.
Wii U Pro Controller. I mean, Switch Pro Controller. Sorry, yeah. Then GameCube.
Super Nintendo controller.
You say that, and then I gave you an 8-bit
No, that's different. That
8-bit
was,
do
it's
plus.
not the same.
Yeah, it's more ergonomic, but literally the same button layout. And you're
No.
like, ew, get it away from me. Yuck.
I like Joy-Cons.
Yeah, like, what is this?
I like the 2 Joy-Cons.
She likes
when we
Joy-Cons.
connect it
She likes
together.
not having a real D-pad.
Okay, think about this.
She likes
In
it
the past,
even with
no,
drift.
No, listen.
All right, talk.
Since we started this channel and like me getting back into gaming since my childhood, I played on Nintendo the most.
Yes.
So Nintendo Switch is the console I played on the most.
Yes.
With Joy-Cons. We did not buy a Switch Pro controller until Tears of the Kingdom came out.
Yes.
So having the most experience with that controller is why it's my favorite controller. And before that, it literally was the Super Nintendo controller as a kid.
Yes.
There is my reasoning. Yes.
So
Now, Doza, your favorite controller.
So it
Go
must
ahead.
be your wallet.
All right, you answer yours.
I did.
What was yours?
The one I'm holding right
the Switch
now.
Pro controller. There
As
we go.
long as I can change the, as long as I can change the buttons to read out to be the same on whatever Xbox game I'm trying to play, I'm good. As long as A button on the screen means I get to press the A button that's physically on the controller, I'm fine.
You know what would be a fun video?
I'm swimming.
Going through our box of controllers.
Oh my
to
god.
show everybody all the things.
Not all of them are mine, and the ones that aren't mine are like kind of grody. Like, I don't know, it might be embarrassing.
Well, okay, I don't mean like, I'm just saying like the different types, like, because I feel like we have like 20 controllers.
But
maybe more.
Maybe.
One of my favorites is the Mario Kart wheel.
Which one?
The red one.
Oh, well,
red and
yeah.
blue one.
Okay.
It looks great.
It looks good. That's a good looking controller. Yeah.
Oh, I also like the N64 controllers, the ones that are clear, like the purple clear one, like where you can see everything on the inside. Kind of reminds me of like the old school Mac computers.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I got those 2 controllers with the console, and they still work. I mean, they're not perfect by any means.
But that's true. Some people have left their controllers here over the years, and it's just like, I guess they're in this box.
Like, I don't like.
I hope they're not covered in cheese and burgers. That's disgusting.
I can't identify what they're covered in, and it's not like
they're just old.
There's not. Yeah, everything's old, and there's a certain level of dust and grime just from being old, because humidity and moisture, like, that collects things in a way that's just not aesthetically pleasing. But like you can tell, like, somebody who was not the cleanest person holding a controller a lot, the same one.
Doza knows who it is too.
I know who it is.
He's just not gonna say it online.
No, I'm not gonna say it. Like, what if it's more than one, you know?
Oh my gosh.
But like, you can see it in the crevices and stuff, and it takes me years to get to, like, if I would it would take me multiple years to get to like a 1 month's use of, like, if I just didn't ever clean a controller ever. Like, that's how different it is.
Sadly, we still don't have a Steam Deck, but I bet that does feel weird because they're both like similar but very different.
I know the OLED kind of just came out, but maybe Steam Deck 2 will be more of a thing.
I think the really big dog upstairs just ran across the apartment.
Yeah, it kind of did. Yo!
Oh, it's running back again.
It's wild. Yeah, because the...
Do you ever get scared that, like, if you live under someone, like, they're just gonna fall through the roof?
Yes, every day. I have irrational fears, Nush. Thanks for pointing it out.
It's not irrational, though. It could happen.
That's how you rationalize it.
Yeah. N64 made like 10 plus colors. That's fun. I mean, even the Joy-Cons come in so many different colors. There's so many different Switch Pro controllers.
We got 2 third-party N64 controllers from a local like retro games shop, and they're pretty good. I mean, we haven't put a ton of time into it, but it's good when you get a third-party controller and it can last through a couple of sessions of Mario Party 3.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's how you know that you have at least something that's not going to break by, next Christmas time. Which is nice. So we have a see-through red and a see-through blue for our N64.
Yeah. And we hear amazing things about the Steam Deck. It just wasn't... We're not ready to make the purchase for us just yet. I know Doza really wants it.
I'm going to emulate the hell out of that thing. It's going to be my daily driver. Maybe. Probably.
What's DualSense?
Yo, a lantern. DualSense is the fancy name for what is essentially a slightly more complicated rumble technology in PlayStation controllers. So yeah, I think you have like DualSense 5 at this point. That's why like when they show those ridiculous, over-the-top, animated, hi-fi, bass-driven trailers for a controller on the like the PlayStation State of Play, and it's like ultimate haptic feedback and immersive rumble and all this other stuff, and they make it very nice looking with the waves of particles and all that stuff. That's what that is. That's DualSense 5, I think. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Alright, okay, what are we gonna do here? We have a few of these. We have 6 of these. So let's just throw 2. Okay. Well, we did not block that, but that's okay. We softened them up nice and neat, nice and easy. What was going on here? We can open this. There we go.
Kimon has a see-through blue Wii remote.
That sounds cool. I'm way into the whole see-through thing. My sister, I had an Indigo Game Boy Color. My sister had a better one because it was Indigo, but it was the see-through kind. So I was always a little jealous of that, and I did a lot of coping to justify how I liked Indigo with the solid better. Let's see. What did we just... we got the other Under the Well. I'm not sure exactly where we're at in all of this, but...
Hey, look at my progress.
Nush almost has solved one side of a Rubik's Cube, y'all. Just casually. So we have the lantern. I haven't used the lantern yet. It looks like there's markings for maybe enemies. There's gonna be spiders. Oh boy. Okay. It's a dark tome. Tomb? I think it's tomb.
There was actually an Olympian on the men's gymnast team who casually like solved in 10 seconds. I shouldn't say too casually, but like solved a Rubik's Cube, like, and also won bronze for the team. Like, all in the same day.
All in the same day. Imagine
Very
being so
talented.
accomplished.
He's like the one that all the Clark Kent memes are coming out from.
And Steve.
And yeah, exactly.
Steve. I love that. I love that trend.
Mario Kart always used tilt controls on Mario Kart 8 Gold wheel next to my name, and it ended up being easier without the actual wheel. It used to be called DualShock. Gotcha.
That's right, DualShock.
And Shane, yeah, this game is really gorgeous. It feels a little confusing, but we're making progress today for sure.
I mean, we haven't gotten stuck once, which... I guess this is the Dark Tomb. Hold up, let's look at our book. This is the entrance. Hey! It's showing the little fox! Oops.
Really?
Yeah. How do I zoom? I always accidentally zoom in. Nope. Nope. Wait, what? I can put this down? That's random.
Oh, to like look at the room and the page at the same time?
I mean, I guess it's got that CRT filter smeared all over it. Doesn't do me a lot of good. How do I accidentally zoom into it? Start? Is it select? No. B button. There we are. By that time, you probably all knew where I was talking about. But, I kind of want to go to the right first before we get into this. Something about giving that statue a ball, I guess. And maybe it's on the ground and there's more balls and lots of balls. Alright. And I haven't even used the... What is it called? The lantern. Let's put the lantern on the grappling hook. Wait, where is the lantern? Do we just have it? It's just a thing? Is it a button? Okay, we gotta go back here. This shows us controls too. This. So shield. I don't see a lantern. No. Table of contents? That was controls. Maybe I just have it on me. Maybe that's what this is. Oh my god. This is we're gonna come back.
I don't like dark areas. Seems like a waste of it.
Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't I just here? And yeah, did I didn't go in through here, right? Oh, wait. I haven't unlocked that gate yet. Why isn't that gate unlocked? It'd be nice if it was. Where's the switch for this? Get it? Nintendo Switch? Uh-huh. Slorm look exactly at the cloud that was shown at the time. Oh, if I had seen it. That exact moment. Yo, chest. Let's go. What we got? More health. That's good. Too bad I'm poor right now. Oh, I really want to grab onto that. What is that? That looks so good. It's a giant golden thing. Can I just say for a moment, in games like Banjo-Kazooie, actually, you know what? Specifically Banjo-Kazooie, the way that the Nintendo 64 graphics make jigsaw puzzle pieces and the honeycomb look, like that golden shine they somehow do on such an old console. Whatever magic they did, whatever graphical magic they did, it is so aesthetically pleasing to me. And like these little like gold blocks that I pick up are close to it. It's more like look at that. And that's even out of focus, the tuning fork on the right, which actually that's our goal. We need to get.
Can you just grapple that?
I wish I could.
Have you tried?
There's not a target. Can I walk? Hello?
Try.
I cannot.
Oh,
I can grapple that, but then I'll be pulled towards it.
Yeah.
It's so big.
But we... Okay.
So there's a ladder, and there's walking. I need to get to this.
You need to find the lantern. You can... Herbie says...
I have the lantern.
He can say the way to it. Is there another lantern that we need?
Oh, I have the lantern. I have it even said lantern. I don't know what the rest of these are for. We'll just keep it on health. Oh, let's find. There was a bonfire we were just at. I kind of want to. Why were those bones moving? That freaks me out. What am I looking for? How did I even get here? Was there a doorway that I walked through? Does anyone remember how I ended up in this room? It was like 5 minutes ago. Not even. Maybe I just fell? Okay. Okay, well, I guess we gotta go in the Dark Tomb. Your strength and faith. Yeah, that's right. Still haven't done any New Game Plus. That's okay, you take your time. Oh my god, we crushing, and we don't even have our final... Not final, we don't even have our other upgrade. Hey, watch out there. Oh, there's spikes, that's why he died. Just gonna walk around that. Kind of easier if I just hold down the L targeting and just kind of strafe. I love the stopping power on my sword. It's so nice. These are bigger, maybe? Yeah, I feel like these are bigger. They're just lying on the ground, just waiting for me. I'm like, wake up, hello. Daddy's home. Slap, slap, slap. That's a little dark. I'm moving on from that. This thing I can activate? What does that do? It's kind of creepy.
What would you guys do if this dude just walked into your house and started looking around the place? I mean, I feel like the fox so far has been like traveling so far and wide and hasn't had any friends, so we would be its friend and be like, hey, you seem lost and you've been, you know, a weary traveler, if you will. Would you like some food? And like we'd befriend it. Mm-hmm.
I'd even consider being a cleric and like healing the fox, because I know Nush isn't gonna do that. She can be a mage.
You know me so well.
I do. You're pretty consistent with that. You always pick a mage for pretty much anything.
That's true.
I mean, in Castle Crashers, you picked the Blue Knight, which, you know, has ice powers.
I also do love ice, correct.
Apparently in the DLC, you'll be able to even change how magic looks. So people can finally have their water benders. Which is cool. Oh, goodness. Some of these bones are really big, and I'm a little scared of that. Please just make lights come on or something. What is my reward for lighting up these skulls? Hello? Oh, that's my reward. That moves.
Hopefully
Okay.
it starts raining soon, Shaky Gamer. Thunder without the rain just seems like a cop-out, honestly.
Is it at least slightly cooler or maybe even cloudy? Does it smell different? These are all W's we can take away without actually getting rain in case, you know, it's my I'm sharing with you my coping mechanisms for when I think it's going to rain and then it doesn't.
I wish it would rain here. It's been a while. We got quite a bit, like, last month, though, surprisingly, so I'm hoping we get some.
You know, Shen, you'll be able to change all of the other characters, or I think most of them anyways, the enemies, so people are probably going to make up their own, like, quote-unquote campaign of, like, oh, you have to fight all the zombies or something like that and make all the alien hominids look like zombies. So it's not just your character you can change. Maybe bosses? I'm not sure about that, though. Okay, so we can target these. These look like tripwires, essentially. If I grab one, is that going to pull me towards it? Let's just keep going normally and not screw up the natural flow. This is one of those games that I don't want to, like... Ouch! I don't want to, like, accidentally cheese something and then make something else way harder for me. Okay, nice. We got one of those pieces of potion bottles. Into the campaign. I don't know if there's gonna be I feel like no, that there's not gonna be a new campaign of any sort. I think it's all just gonna be like visual and creative stuff. New characters are being added, like Paint Guy Jr. and someone had made a comment like, oh, I can finally live out my dream of every, like, Oops All Grey Night. like Oops All Berries, like kind of a throwback from what is it called? I think Captain Crunch. Ow! Okay.
Ooh, college stuff. I guess, like, it is time for back to school again, huh? Now that August is here. I think, like...
Yeah, true.
When does school start? Do we know? This year? I know it's different for everybody. I'm wondering here. Because they'll have that tax-free weekend to, like, buy stuff again.
Depends. Sometimes it's the end of August. Sometimes it's at the beginning of September, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone starts in July. Like, no one's already started
At least
in
for us
the U.S.
here. Well, I mean, in San Antonio or in Texas.
Well, there's probably some schools somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
It just started raining. Hooray. That's awesome, Shaky Gamer.
Very nice.
Kessler said I changed my weapons, equipment, talismans, and incantations for Radon.
That's totally fair because we also did that. Oh my god, these things are cracked. I'm gonna keep these alive in case something wants to chase me. Whoa! I almost walked right into that. Okay. Can I angle this or am I gonna be able to cheese this? No! Whoa! I almost died. Okay, can I dodge through it? I wish I could change targets. I was hoping I could do it with the D-pad, but it doesn't look like I can. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Yep, you can do that, because we do get iframes in the first part of the roll. Man, the game's so much easier when you attack, they, like, stagger. It's nice. Okay, this doesn't seem useful. This isn't useful. We can have one in case we need to rely on it. Okay, here we go. It finally started raining. Congratulations!
You're so behind.
I hope it's a good rain. Well, I didn't hear you say nothing about it.
I did.
Well, then I was putting in all the stops mentally for this.
Yeah, you're playing the video game.
Where the hell am I?
You guys know I like to fidget with something while I stream sometimes when I get distracted. I chose a Rubik's Cube today. I've been trying to solve it, and I hope I get it. I'm getting really close.
I'm sure that you are. Wow, that felt random AF, but okay. Let's go down this way.
Shane also recently saw that someone modded their own Castle Crasher into the game with custom abilities, and I thought that was cool. So the whole, like, being able to create a custom character is really exciting. That's going to be in the part of the DLC. Like, we're hoping we can, like, figure out how to put our globs into it, essentially.
I want that really bad.
Kessler said, Rodon made me rethink my battle strategy because even with all the blessings, I was getting thrown like a rag doll. We saw was it on Reddit? Someone had a glitch in their game and like 2 Rodons showed up.
Yeah.
It was wild. I was like, oh my gosh, 1 alone like sucks. Like, who wants to fight 2?
Me?
Well,
not really.
other than you, I guess.
Yeah, okay, we cooking. Oh my god, if I roll, I'm gonna roll right into spikes. I could just destroy everything. That would make this a lot easier. Let's just do that. Whatever. What are the consequences of doing this? None, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, gotta be careful. What did you end up using, Kessler, on the final boss? What was it? Did you use a scythe? Was that what it was? I don't remember. I know you used something, and then you also used Indomitable Light, I think. I don't think I've even found that spell, to be honest. But yeah, in games like this, or in Elden Ring, it turns out shields kind of OP. They're really freaking good. I think I just came from
Shane was wondering why I was so quiet. I'm sorry. I don't know. I get distracted. I used to be like playing with this little slinky thing, and like I take apart this water gun. I don't know. Sometimes when Doza is playing, like I need something to do with my hands, and I guess a Rubik's Cube is probably not the best thing to do while streaming, but it's like, you know, there.
No, I understand.
It's taunting me.
It's unfinished. I get it.
And I just recently found it. Like, it was in storage for so long, so it's kind of like must conquer. There's a machine that can solve a Rubik's Cube in almost 2 seconds. Yeah, but like...
You ain't that.
I'm not the machine. I gotta do it, and it'll take me like, I don't know, maybe months. Who knows? I used to try actively when I was a kid, and then I don't know.
I never got past like 2.5 sides. How many of y'all solved a Rubik's Cube besides Comfy?
Me.
You've solved one.
Yeah, you knew that.
I don't think I knew that.
Yes, I've talked about it.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, put a cam on the Rubik's Cube, like on the corner or something. Like, this is what Nush is doing. That's funny. I just started getting back into it since I found this one.
Talladega Nights reference? Nice, Kirby.
Ricky Bobby, what do I do with my hands? See, like, what do I do with my hands? I have a little stress ball squishy like thing. I have a little basketball. Like, I have so much stuff over here.
You know what you don't have?
What?
An active Neopets account.
I do not.
You don't have that.
No. I've still, every year I try to get my old account back, and then like no one responds back to me.
You know what really helped me? When I learned that my old account in RuneScape got wiped anyways, because they did like a wipe on the entire community, I was like, oh, I guess I can just make a new one then. And then and then I was so much happier than trying to reclaim something that I'm pretty sure what little time I've actually put into RuneScape, like in the last year or so, I've already surpassed
what you
child
did as a
me.
kid. Yeah,
yeah, because
sure.
like we're just, I think just in general, gaming we're so focused on like being efficient and like solving everything.
Maybe during the like my favorite time to play Neopets was definitely during the holidays, like during their events and stuff. So maybe this year, for nostalgic purposes, I can get back into it.
You should. I'm still
Also,
down with like if there's a game that's very like me focused, I'll just put like a little Neopets thing in the corner.
On the corner.
We figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I know.
We're streaming 2K anyways. No
my
big deal.
first like thought though with the whole Rubik's Cube like cam thing is like I need to get my nails done. I cut them way too short the other day.
What do girls on the internet get? Judged. That's the answer.
Yeah. That's what I would need to do before I do the cam.
If you feel that you need to, I will help you in whatever way I can. If you want me to paint your nails again, I can do that.
Doza has painted my nails before.
I am an
artiste,
so like it's an easy medium for me to just like transition my artistic skills over to.
It really is.
Yeah, it's no different than like it's like a thicker watercolor.
When I had cut my hand and I couldn't like with the mandolin incident, Doza used to do my hair as well. He couldn't quite grasp braiding that well,
I
but
still
like
don't really have braiding down.
no, but like he's so great. He's learned so much and takes really good care of me when I'm down, and I appreciate it so much.
I am glad that you enjoy it. Let's get... What upgrade should we get next? What was this? Defense?
I've never seen Talladega Nights.
No, you saw Step Brothers.
I was like, no, I haven't seen it. It just looked over at me. I was like, no, I haven't.
I was like, what? Really? I was like, no, I'm remembering. We watched Step Brothers once when we started dating.
The trend is having Subway Surfers gameplay and satisfying videos in the corner, so Rubik's Cam might be the new stream meta. Or like, what is Nush fidgeting with today?
Nush fidget cam?
Yeah, because it's not always. It's like based on the mood. I even literally before stream, I was like, today I'm going to fidget with a Rubik's Cube Doza. Like, I announced it too before we went live.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another another episode of Nush playing with the Rubik's Cube while the video game happens.
Timon's having green tea Pocky, and to drink have an apple juice.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I could go for a nice green tea. Maybe after stream, that could be really relaxing. A nice warm cup of green tea.
You're a nice workout.
What?
I tried to say it fast, but it didn't. It just didn't. So I just sound like you're working. Same actors. That's probably why I got confused, Kirby. That's probably why I got confused.
For Radon, Kessler used Inquisitor's Girandol plus 10 and Sacred Blacksteel Great Shield plus 25 with Vow of the Indomitable Ash of War. That way he could cause bleed and block 100% holy with his shield. See, like, that's such an Elden Ring sentence.
So the Girandol, that's the spear that I showed you. It's like a candelabra. It has a little fire at the end. It does fire damage, and it also, because it's all pointy and has like a lot of little like metal bits on it, it also causes bleed. And Radon's, you know, he's a bleeder.
He's a bleeder.
He's a bleeder.
We got a
Watch
bleeder
out.
over here, guys.
Like, I would feel like if a group of nurses and doctors like swarmed me, and like one of the first things that I hear as I'm going through whatever trauma I'm going through is like, we got a bleeder, I'd feel so like small. No. Oh, we just spent all of our money. Oh. Okay. What's this? Only costs 90. Let's just buy
Vibe checks, snack checks, fidget checks. I mean, feel free to ask what I'm fidgeting with on any other future stream if I don't mention it myself. There's always something.
You know, too big, right? Hilarious. Nush needs to get all of these. What did I just buy this for? I don't know. Oh, this is probably a stamina thing.
Oh, Kessler's been playing old school RuneScape on Steam with his new account too.
On Steam? On Steam? Is it on Steam? Wait, so I already have an account and I have it through Jagex. Can it just be the same? Because Nush and I moved our Overwatch to Steam.
We did. It's wild.
I know we no longer boot up battle.net launcher anymore.
No.
We don't play StarCraft, we don't play Hearthstone, we don't play Heroes of the Storm, we don't play Diablo,
WoW.
We don't play WoW. So like there's no reason to have that thing start up. And like I find Steam a lot more enjoyable to look at and use, and plus you can look at your achievements,
plus
and
we got
playtime
more
is
friends.
nice. We got more friends. Like, and our friends list is populated with people who may not necessarily have played Overwatch, but who are our Steam friends, like in the Overwatch game, and it feels less lonely.
It really does.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, we can kick this guy's ass.
Yeah, it's never fun dealing with blood pressure issues.
Whoa!
I'm so sorry you had to go to the hospital over it once, Shaky Gamer. Hopefully that never happens again, fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's hope. Goodness.
You can play your RuneScape character on your Steam account. There's achievements. Kirby asked, did you play old or new RuneScape, Doza?
I don't play new.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so judgmental. I
but
stick
he
to old.
totally did.
I stick to old. I have no reason to try the new stuff. I tried it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, no, not for me. Because I had a membership for like a week, and it was like one of my most fun gaming experiences like ever. And And membership's only like what? $5 a month or something like that. It's probably more, but still, like it was night and day, and I already enjoyed the base game. And you know what I did? So in RuneScape, you don't just cast spells with like mana, you actually cast spells with essence. And essence is a thing that you have to collect or buy. And you have to mine it from like a rune essence. They're runes. They're runes. Rune essence. And then you can convert those at magic altars. And then at that point, you can cast different spells based on which combination of runes you have like in your inventory. And so what I would do, because it actually made feasible sense to do this, doesn't anymore. I would spend all of my time like in the morning, like before school, just mining rune essence, and then I would sell it to other players like on the trading worlds, because it's like a different server specifically for people wanting to trade. I used to make so much money. I mean, it was a very small amount by comparison in the grand scheme of things, but to me, being a free-to-play player, it was a big deal. And I remember putting in so much time into it, and I remember when I went back and played RuneScape, but now as an adult, I was like, that's something I don't want to do again. And then I checked to see if it was financially feasible. It is not. Not even a little bit. It's like a tenth. Like, if I spent that time, I would make a tenth of what I used to make. So, you know, economies are different these days. Why am I stuck
Shane,
here?
would they continue the bit of bringing out the better team shooter? JK, I'm so glad Team Fortress 2 bots are gone. That is exciting.
They fixed it. They're gone. It's done.
So we can play the game again?
The game's playable. Looks like I'm going to need to drain some water here. All right, progression. We finally got unstuck. Okay. What did I just get? It was money, I think. I looked away for a moment. I had an itch on my neck, so, you know, I also took that time to look at chat at the same time, and then I almost lost it. This looks interesting. Fell apart. Aw. I'm really liking this area. Nush, what do you think about these, like, weeping willow-esque, like, cherry blossoms?
Kind of reminds me of Animal Crossing.
Kind of does.
Like cherry blossom time.
Huh. The thing that weirds me out is that the wood is almost the same color as, like, the leaves.
So, I apologize if I'm, like, really far off base here, but have we hit the other bell yet?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. I didn't miss the bell.
I would let you know if there was a bell.
Right.
Because I mean...
That's what we need to do to progress, though, right? I mean,
we
are
made
progressing. Like, you're right. We
you make it sound like I'm standing still until we get that bell.
Like, to be fair, the first thing we learned, like, in the game yesterday was, like, we need to hit both the east and the west bells. And that's what I keep thinking about.
Let's contextualize this. In Dark Souls, you have to hit 2 bells, right? You ring the bell after you beat the dual gargoyles, like literally the first major boss, right? You do that relatively early. And then you may not ring the second bell for quite some time. This is kind of like that.
Really?
But this is kind of more fun than trying to ring the second bell in actual Dark Souls, in my opinion. But I'm also a little bit jaded from the area, because you have to go through this, like, you have to go through Blighttown, which is, at least back on the original PS3, was like a huge headache, because, like, performance would just, like, just crap the bed, and it was just a really hard time, and everything was, like, super wonky, and you could easily fall and die, like, fall to your death and die, and then if you get, like, poisoned, like, that's a really bad situation, and it's just so far in between any place to rest, because everything was so aggressive and hard to see, and just, ugh, not a good time. Oh, we got a shortcut. Nice. But this has been so much more aesthetically pleasing. It's nice that the game actually runs appropriately. So, big plus. Sometimes enemies drop. That's true, but I wasn't really in a place to, like, farm enemies for runes specifically.
Shane's been playing TF2 every day with his friend, has not seen a single bot in around a month. That's pretty consistent.
Nice.
Doza, you can connect your RuneScape
sad.
character to your Steam account, so logs in automatically when you launch the game. When is the last time you played Doza? Because I feel like it's been a while because you haven't really been talking about it.
I was hoping that our Amazon Prime subscription was going to give out another week of RuneScape membership, and it's been like a year. So, because they haven't, then I haven't. But when I was playing, I was also gathering. I was doing other menial tasks like in the middle of work. I've talked about it a little bit and I explained it a bit back then. But basically, when RuneScape was in my life, recently, it made me more productive because there was something to interact with in between the little mini milestones that I make, like either when I'm like creating graphics or when I'm editing videos. Instead of picking up my phone and scrolling for 5-10 minutes at a time, getting lost in that, it's like, oh, let me just check my character and make sure that they're chopping wood or something, right? And I knew that I was always progressing the levels of my character, like for the skills in the game, and I was progressing in real life by making sure that my stuff gets done in a timely fashion. And it's just like, I felt like I unlocked a cheat code. That being said, I really miss having a membership. Because it was just
talk about RuneScape
so
like
awesome.
It's an ex-girlfriend.
She really put the wings beneath my wings.
On this national it's not even, oh my gosh. It's National Girlfriend Day today, apparently. That's the thing. But like on this day, you bring up your ex-girlfriend RuneScape. I cannot believe you.
Who would have thought? I'm gonna try this again. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those games. We did a little write-up, about our thoughts on it, because Nush is absorbing by proxy, as she tends to do on a lot of things. Yeah, we gotta find some other places to unlock. And yeah, there's something about it that if you can keep RuneScape or games like RuneScape at an arm's length, it can actually be really useful for productivity, but it's a very dangerous slope, because when I first played RuneScape, it was definitely during that era of like MMOs being likened to like addiction and stuff like that, and there were a lot of kids, that played way too much video games, played way too much very repetitive video games instead of doing what they needed to do. So, slippery slope.
Ezra's chopping wood right now. Shaky Gamer used to play Wizard 101 a lot. Haven't touched it in years.
Oh, that was a game I always wanted to get into, but like I never went to the website.
I never played Wizard 101. I don't know what that is.
It's an MMO that you can play with your friends, but you're wizards.
Like Harry Potter.
I'm guessing. I don't really know what the premise was. The next closest thing to, at least visually, there was that Pirates of the Caribbean MMO. Nush, I don't know if you remember that.
Mm-mm.
There was.
Isn't that just Sea of Thieves?
I don't know if I'd consider that an MMO. I mean, I guess sorta, kinda. But for me, like, I remember playing like maybe 10 minutes of it, and it was like through Disney, and there was like a download. It almost feels like it didn't exist, to be honest. And it's so ironic that we're talking about this now, because what's the current Fortnite thing going on? What's the current Fortnite event?
Isn't it Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, like, how is that relevant? Was there something that came out on Disney Plus that's Pirates of the Caribbean oriented? Like, what's that all about?
I mean, remember Boxboy at the beginning of this stream had mentioned that there might be a FNAF Fortnite thing.
Yeah, true. Oh my god!
I feel like the waves of pirates, like, in popularity, like, comes
blocking.
and goes.
I feel like ninjas just haven't had their time in the sun yet.
Kirby says, parents always say kids play too much. I saw a news clip on YouTube where parents and kids were in therapy for being Nintendo-pendant? Like Nintendo pendant, and that was SNES times. That's crazy. I mean, there's like a limit to everything, right? Like having a balance of stuff. Like maybe don't be playing games 24/7. Like go touch grass, as the running joke goes.
Well, it's even harder these days because it's much easier to put on a pedestal the whole like streamer lifestyle. Because you'll see, people will see their favorite streamers stream for like 8+ hours a day, like a single game for years. And it's like you can't.
That's what I have to do to get there.
Yeah, and you can't stop playing that game, or else all that time you spent trying to get good or like learn about it and like try to match your, your specific game streamer person, like it's all going to go to waste. So you can't afford to bring yourself away from the video game, because then what was it all for? and then you'll just confirm all of the things that everybody who's telling you not to do that was saying the whole time. And so it can be very confusing. I hate these things.
Everything in moderation, y'all. Do what makes you happy.
I'm frozen. Moderation is so important. It's lost on a lot of people, though. Oh. Yes! Okay, grappling hook is so goated. Oh my god.
And yeah, I mean, parenting's hard from what we hear. But yeah, like learning healthy habits from the get-go is important. Like if it's harder to like take, like say like you just let your kid have a lot of screen time and then now it's like, oh, I hear it's bad, we should take it away. Like it's going to be harder to take something away than let them learn about limitations and like making sure things happen in moderation from the beginning. Early childhood development and whatnot.
Yeah, it's tough. I recently was listening to a retrospective on the phenomenon that is MMOs like World of Warcraft and what it was like socially when it was like at its peak initially, when parents and when the news and administration had no idea what this was or like what this thing was that all the kids were playing and getting into. And it's like I saw an interview with a parent from like some local news station, not local here, somewhere, and it's like literally titled like video game addiction. And it's like, my kid, he plays this game like 2 or 3 hours a day. And I'm like,
like,
what? Oh no! I'm a goner!
Goodness.
I'm a lost cause.
People always do look for an excuse to stop video games. It is pretty crazy. I mean, like even when, like before, remember around the pandemic times when everyone would say, like, before that there was like articles about how video games lead to all the bad things, but then it's like, oh, this is actually keeping people connected and like it's helping with mental health, and like it's just, it flip-flops in whatever direction people feel is best to go in at the time.
That and the increasing benefits or like realized benefits of like gamifying things.
Yeah, gamification.
You turn monotonous stuff into like little kind of video game structured things, and all of a sudden it's like unlocking like a superpower.
That's why the whole reward system and like your productivity with RuneScape, like it can be attributed to that as well.
Yeah, because then like I start like blurring the line between being productive in a video game and doing that's something that's monotonous, like if I were to only do that maybe, and something else that, you know, if I were to spend my entire day only doing one thing would, you know, also be a drain on me. But like mixing up two things that are repetitive but that have each of their own merits, either creatively or like progressionally, like then they start feeding into each other and you get something new. I really should get back into it. I need to get back to chopping trees.
She said, I feel like people will villainize anything that kids do for fun, and when they do, it feels like they're either the overbearing or under-parenting type too. But one of the big things you learn when you get older is that adults, including your parents, are just flawed people too.
Yeah, no one really has any idea, and I don't know why we glorify... I want to say this, and I'll let you say your next thing, Nush. I don't know if you've heard this a lot, but like there's definitely a glorification of like going outside, but specifically what the activities you take part in. Like, you know, the whole back in the day we played with like, we used to hit each other with sticks and throw stones at each other, and like that was what was fun. It's like, why are you glorifying that? Like, you literally sound unhinged right now. Anyways, go ahead.
I definitely like put my parents like on a pedestal and stuff too, until I like, you know, there was that aha moment in a way that came gradually, not just like one moment, but like where you realize like your parents were just trying to do their best and figure out stuff too, and like what they did isn't necessarily like the right or wrong way of something. Like we're all just humans trying our best in whatever our roles are at whatever given time. Krish said apparently people are more likely to compete tasks through encouragement or motivation rather than avoiding the consequences themselves. Yeah.
When you have a kid who's like stuck on something that's like, that like feeds into that dopamine like loop, and then you rip it away from them, that's like trying to get somebody to quit something cold turkey, because something was being fed. There was a need that was being fed by this recreational activity that maybe or may not have been, you know, being abused depending on how much of a negative effect it had on the kid's life. And then but you can't just rip it out, because if you do that, then you vilify the action and you don't get the intended result that you were going for, because now you're in opposition to what this kid wants. At this point, what this kid needs. And I mean that on a biological level. I think you can do a lot without just like relying on purely video gaming. Again, what Nush said earlier, everything in moderation, right? But like, just taking away, banning things, like that's not.
The more you ban things, the more people want to use them.
Exactly.
It's just human nature. You say no, it's like, why not? And like, kind of like what Kirby said too. Like, my stepdad would not let me borrow a game from my friend. I don't know why. Like, why don't they give you the reasoning why? Like, and
was it like a monetary thing? Like, if anything, because I've heard that we're like,
oh, if anything happened to it,
then like, who's gonna end up paying for it? Like, it's gonna be me, you know, or something like that.
The Star Sister related to this wonders when we were younger. I had so many gold stars. That was the best.
See, those really helped, and we stopped that as we get older, and it's like, why mess with something that works? It may not work for everybody, but it's certainly, to an extent, it would definitely work for me. Ouch. Fighting multiple of these things is just brutal. Oh! Oh my god, dude. Oh, and the other one that was frozen, it's free. No way I missed all of them. Yo! Hit that one. Okay, we cooking. What? That was
You
weird.
should never put off change, but you should also never overdo change.
Another way of saying everything in moderation. I mean, it just works. Why am I frozen with my shield?
I also don't
on?
like when people say change is a bad thing. Like when people be like, oh, you really changed, like, and say it in a negative way. Like, I mean, I think I'm better off for it, the changes that I've been making
I
in my
can't tell
life.
you how many times, 14-year-old me had gotten written from other people, other classmates, in my
don't change
in my
what does that
my
mean?
yearbook, my
You're
graduation
trying to
yearbook.
hold me back?
You don't know what to say to me because we don't interact, and as much as I would like to, you've been a complete stonewall to me socially. So instead of saying something rude or mean or just being dismissive, you're telling me to not change? What do you know about me that would constitute change or not? Like, what authority do you have to make that comment? I got it a handful of times. And it was just so annoying. Obviously, I'm still salty about it.
Clearly.
But then I have to give some patience and grace here because we're talking about me, a socially inept child, trying to interact and everyone trying to not insult each other because no one wants to get in trouble, and everyone else who's writing in these are also socially inept children. So I can't be putting other people on a pedestal and expecting more for them. I have to basically take it at the level that it is, you know. Even though I'm
Where are
salty.
your yearbooks?
I don't want to know.
I want to know.
I know you do.
You've seen all of mine. I want to see yours.
Okay.
Where are they?
Ask my mom. I have no clue.
I also didn't like you renting a movie from Blockbuster with your own money, even as an adult.
Well, was Hollywood Video okay? Or was it kind of like
in general,
so like no red
not
box?
a great person. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate.
Right, not really up there on the morality totem pole to maybe making calls. Maybe.
And Shane, I think even like more later in your life, like even as an adult, like once you become I don't even know, like. Friends come and go throughout different stages, right? You're gonna find out who your true real friends are because as you change, as they change, as you progress through life, the different chapters that you're gonna have, like those that stay, it's not really even about longevity too either, because like a friend you may have had in high school or college or whatever you end up doing, like your first job, what have you, like they might not be like, you might not have similarities with them again later in life, depending on where you get. I know like we used to have coworkers we would hang out with all the time, but I felt like in that moment, because like that's who we resonated with, right? Because we all had the same like similar jobs. But once we ventured off on our own, like it's hard to kind of keep in touch and be with those coworkers because you can't really relate to them anymore. Before, you could all hate on your boss.
Right, you had to get a conduit.
Yeah, you had some commonality, but it's... Yeah, and the proximity thing, that's definitely a big one.
We finally got one of those magic things. What does it do? 3 of them. Okay. Should we find an enemy before throwing one of these? Looks like a throwing item, doesn't it? What do you think, Nush? What do you think this knife with the rubber band around it's gonna do?
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, well, it's a new item, and now I have it. So what?
Try it.
I'm guessing it's the item that's in this area. I might as well just try it.
Maybe we can ring the bell with it.
Right, like ranged.
It's ice!
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's fun. I love ice.
That's really gonna help. Crowd control is gonna be so important. Oh my gosh, yes.
You know, that's interesting, Shane. Like, so I want to read out loud so Doza sees it. I've never understood befriending coworkers. I'm friendly with them, but I've never even considered talking outside of work. Even with your follow-up comment there with the socially awkward part, like, I feel like it depends on the workplace. I know in my first workplace after I graduated from college, there was a very big emphasis on company culture of like hanging out with each other. Like it was basically told to me during that first week, like, hey, like when we have happy hours, you're going to want to go if you want to get ahead. And when that's how you make connections and build rapport and team building.
You're a team player.
Show that you're a part of like, yeah, like I was basically said if I wanted promotions, if I wanted to get ahead, like that's what I had to do. So like you eventually start going to these events and you don't get paid for them. And you have to spend your own money too, like to try to fit in. It, like, I don't know. I think that culture is not necessarily the best thing. Like I would do things to try to fit in that was out of my comfort zone, basically for the fact that I would get promotions, and it worked. Like I did get multiple promotions. That job, my first job after college, I was at for, I think 2.5 years, 3 years maybe.
Solid.
And I got promoted 5 times. So like that, and the pay increase, all that, like that was pretty wild. And it was because I did turn into that social butterfly to like make those connections, volunteered my time outside of it, like, but then it wasn't really worth the pay once you think about it. But I guess again, first job, I would take whatever I could get, right? I don't think every workplace is like that though. Some people go to work, come home, like they have friends outside of that, and again with the whole proximity thing too. Right. It just depends on that culture. I didn't like that was the case. And then when I worked another job that I had, like I was actually more of a manager role. I actually was in charge of having to throw like team building things and get everyone involved. And like, I didn't really like doing that. Like I was like, I don't want to force them to have to hang out. Like they've already had a hard day all day. Like I would rather like pay them more. And I was trying to be a huge advocate for that. Like, let's just pay them more. They don't want to like have money spent on them for like free pizza and things like that when they can just afford their own pizza, you know? But it was unpopular amongst the other managers, unfortunately. I was also the youngest one. So whatever I said, like, I don't know.
Got glazed over.
A lot, yeah.
That's too bad. You get a lot of great ideas.
I think so. Because
cool.
if they had actually asked the employees, like, what would you prefer? Random social things that you have to go to or a pizza party? Exactly, raise over a pizza party.
Yeah. It's difficult when people disagree, too.
Yeah.
It's like, you're working out of your own interest. You know that, right? Definitely had that experience.
I do feel very lucky that Doza and I are now in a place where we do work for ourselves and can like, we still have to learn how to like set our own boundaries and things like that, but we get to choose and like figure out things. It's rare. Like I know it's hard for everyone. Like not everyone can start a business and do all that stuff, but like if you can figure out a way, like it's so worth it.
Ouch. Oh my god. I'm getting my ass kicked.
And honestly, I did enjoy my first boss at that first job after college, but all the other bosses, when I got the promotions, I actually missed that first boss a lot.
Aw.
She was great. And when I left the company, she's still with the same company to this day.
How does
we follow each other on Instagram.
Must be good to her, you know.
It was actually her first job out of college, and now she's like a mom of 4, like like she's comfortable.
Well,
you know,
the job allowed her to have that kind of thing go on. So
she started her
good.
family. She got married. She like did all kinds of things, and she's great. And she was really like supportive of me like going back to like get my master's and like being flexible with my schedule and everything too. And that was one of my things when getting promoted, since I had already established that with like the first boss. Like when I got transferred around and promoted, like she made it clear to everyone like this is her priorities, like make sure like, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was good to have that support. Yeah.
At least you had someone in your corner. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it was
right?
nice. Yeah.
Yo, a leaf. What is this? This is one of the upgrade things. I hope we can afford it. Attack, defense, potion, HP. Cage Wayfinder, welcome to Glob. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Cage Wayfinder. We really appreciate it.
Thanks. Wow. Looking so good.
During Tunic, nonetheless.
Tunic is good with the sauce, though, so, like, it makes sense. Oh, my goodness.
We got a new YouTube member, Glob. We'll get you added to that marquee by tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and update that.
So, something about it's a change we kind of made with Globier 7. I know this is like the second game of the year so far, but we used to do this thing where we would post never mind, something's happening. It's a boss fight. It's the Garden Knight. This is important. Never mind. Whoa, there's a health bar and everything, Doza.
Oh my god.
This is the first proper boss.
I'm out of magic. I'm out of healing. What do I do?
This is just like in Tears of the Kingdom with the construct.
Oh
right?
my god, yeah, this is like a construct.
And Shane, I'm really glad your current boss is good and gives you raises because you do your job well, and that you haven't had a bad boss yet. Fingers crossed that's the case for you for the rest of your career and employment opportunities.
I'm dead. I ran out of stamina. Okay.
But look, you got it like halfway.
Yeah, not too bad for a first try. Imagine if I had all my magic, I had all my heals.
Well, now you're awful.
I'm awful.
No, you're full of
waffles
all this stuff.
Again, brought up again. We love waffles. They have the syrup inside.
Guys,
I love waffles.
We never made waffles or pancakes over the weekend. We instead did the pizza. We didn't want to like overload on both.
Such a disgrace.
No, we'll still do it. We just wanted something savory instead of sweet. Plus, we had a lot of sweets right now, like already ready to go, you know?
I have to get through that first.
Yeah.
Where's my death? Where'd that happen? Stamina, come back.
That sounds really promising, Shane. Fingers crossed we're sending positive vibes your way that it works out in your favor so that you can continue this job until your game dev career gets rolling.
I'm rooting for you.
It's nice to have a steady something.
Something rather.
Yeah, because that was one thing, like, throughout the one steady thing so far in this journey has definitely been, you know, Nush and Doza, like, out of everything.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It's been nice.
It has.
It's our connecting
I'm glad
thread.
It is.
Besides our relationship, of course.
Right.
I
saw a message come through, but then it got retracted from Cage Wayfinder, so I'm hoping they post it again. Or post whatever they were trying to say.
I don't think we're gonna need a grappling hook. I don't know what this pepper does. It's not really the time to experiment. We can just like front load a bunch
Kirby,
of bombs.
Thanks for sharing them, the waffle commercials in Discord, because I had never seen it. I felt like I vaguely remembered it. And KH Wayfinder, your birthday's on September 12th. We will try to do our best to remember it. If we do remember it and you show up on your birthday to stream, we definitely try to shout people out as we do.
Oh, yeah.
And in case we don't, just let us know and we'll tell you happy birthday on that day. We're getting closer.
I don't have to rely only on dodging. Uh-oh. Hey, I'm in the corner. Okay, that's not bad.
Shane, we would be so honored to play a game that you create someday.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I have no doubt many people will enjoy it, but we're rooting for you, and just please know that we're cheering you on until we can play your game. And even past that, of course, after that too. Not that we would abruptly just be like, all right, he did it, stop.
You're done.
To see your journey and development and everything, like, it's exciting. I think that's one of my favorite parts about Nush and Doza, is meeting all of you amazingly creative individuals and like just following your life journey just as much as you're here following ours as we talk about it here, you know?
As we kick this guy's ass.
Yeah, he's almost done. Garden Knight who?
Oh no!
Doesn't know! You're so close! Oh! Why is he like... Just because you're about to die doesn't mean you have to get angrier.
No! He got so aggressive.
Okay, that's okay. That was like the second one.
Yeah, we can make it back.
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh meme's already there now too? Let's see. The meme
I
usually has
thrown
text over
I'm gonna
it.
keep those out. Can
I gotta
upgrade
be
it
honest,
all?
I don't really understand it, but now I've seen it.
200.
Do you understand it?
200? Sorry, what?
The meme, the Yu-Gi-Oh meme.
The Yu-Gi-Oh meme? That was after I was up until Yu-Gi-Oh partway through Yu-Gi-Oh GX. So the main character whose name is Jaden. That's as far as I got. So I think that character is probably afterwards. I was big on, you know, Yami Yugi and all that. So, you know, if it's that and it's from the English dub, then yes. I don't get the meme.
Noah Lyles, who's Olympian, competing right now during the Paris Olympics, he actually like has this Yu-Gi-Oh card that like he keeps on him as he like races and runs, which is pretty wild. So like I've been seeing Yu-Gi-Oh like being mentioned across the news when they talk about him. Yeah, like it's, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't even know what the card is, but people get really excited about it.
Oh, it dodged me. Okay. I'm gonna heal up. Gosh.
Doesn't this kind of remind you of the constructs?
Yeah, it does. It's even got a similar color scheme. We really need to upgrade our stamina. It's become clear.
What do you need for that?
I'm not sure, actually.
Is that the one we haven't found yet?
Oh, I missed. I think so. Actually, you know what? It's probably the thing we just found. Ooh! Oh! I'm just gonna back up. Let's heal. Oh my god, he's comboing. Yes, that stunned him. I threw a bunch of bombs.
We did see an update about Deltarune from Fry in Discord. That's really exciting, and I saw like the part that stood out to me the most, also because it was the biggest text, was the fact that like since this is a big page like game, like the release is gonna be, you know, simultaneously like on console and PC, across the board. So that's pretty exciting. So everyone can experience it at the same time.
That's pretty awesome.
And the fact that they're taking like their time because they really want to make sure it's like perfect.
Despite how far we are in the future, I feel like these days, like localization is still, you know, not a small feat.
No.
Okay, let's see. What's the best way to deal with this?
These look like little gators
Yeah, they kind of are.
with small feet and a little tail.
Only 2 feet instead of how many? 6?
4? typically.
4?
Right?
Right, sorry. I was thinking of the crocolisks, I think, in World of Warcraft. They have 6. Not a lot of people know that. It took me years to realize it myself. Right now, I'm trying to get to 200, which I just did. Let's go. Now we can upgrade our stamina.
And that's super exciting, KH Wayfinder. Senior in high school, gonna graduate. So I'm guessing class of 2025.
Nice emoji. So cool. Where'd you get that?
Blob Force.
All right, I'm gonna get our first
Heart
stamina
Force.
upgrade. Oh my god.
Okay,
There we
so France and Paris, according to Americans, France and Paris. Oh, so that's the meme. So that's how the text works. Toxic workplace unemployment.
Oh, I see. I can't see the text from where I'm sitting.
Well, the text was just posted right now.
I've definitely seen the meme template of like the left and right. I just haven't seen it as like the trap card. I understand it now. I don't need to know the character. I totally get it. Sorry, I'm on board. 100%.
Andrew says, I forgot who, but I remember a short where someone, I believe, had a Yu-Gi-Oh card looking credit or debit card, and when they put it in a little folder for payment, their check wasn't picked up. Man, that's funny.
Oops. You can't beat me, dude. Don't even try.
Random question from Shane. What are some of the most unique, fun character builds you've played with in gaming?
Diablo 3, my favorite was I think it was like an Earth Shatter Slam type build, and essentially I would invest in like a lot of movement speed, and I would have a shockwave that did like a frontal cone of damage, and it was like a nuke. So and whenever I killed things, it would drop like more speed, like attack speed, and like health, and so I would be running around like a massive mongoloid, just slamming waves of enemies down into the ground as they all explode around me, and I'm just getting faster and faster, and the faster my attack speed, the faster I can slam down, and it's like there's basically like no cooldown as long as I have enough resources, and it's just like bah, 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 just over and over again. That's probably my favorite.
I love how you had that answer ready to go.
I was a fiend in Diablo 3. I loved Barbarian.
The second part to Andrew is like their check wasn't picked up for a while, and then they thought about their card and what it looks like. They swapped the card. It was quickly picked up after that. You know, some like banks let you customize your credit cards and stuff. I like to have different designs, like if you wanted, I don't know if you could do like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh because it's like copyrighted or whatever, but like you could like put your pet, like your dog or your cat or something, like a photo kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that. Kind of like how checks can have different designs, but like you can do it with cards now too. I don't really care for all that. I'm just gonna get the basic what you get.
I understand. I'm not really... It's just kind of a novelty. Okay, now that its health is this low, we're gonna spam freeze on it. No, I'm too far. And then it's gonna do in the slide swipes. No, it didn't do it. Oh my gosh.
We gotta take this garden knight down.
Oh, damn it. I need stamina. We're gonna freeze it when it gets us in the corner here. Whoa, that was close. Okay, we have one more freezy pop ready for him.
Oh, freezy pop sounds nice right now.
Doesn't it?
It's kind of hot.
Okay, I think we got the win here. Yes! That little bit of stamina really pulled through for us.
Goodbye, garden knight. Woo! Way to go, little fox.
He's
making
great.
Sacrifices for power.
Do you think his name is Tunic?
I've been assuming that this whole time. Is it not? He's wearing a tunic.
So this was like our first boss. Like I feel like we're deep into it.
It does feel like 105 today.
Degrees?
Yeah, it's hot.
I was thinking for some reason like a radio station.
105.4. I don't even know what that is.
No, you're thinking of 104.5.
Yes.
Or 105.3. These are some of the San Antonio ones, by the way.
We speak what we know. I haven't listened to the radio since the last time we were in a car.
It's 105 somewhere. I like that vibe. I like the whole like what is it? It's 5
9
o'clock somewhere in the world. Yeah. Oh, we did it! But we're gonna grab this first because I don't want to forget it. Oops.
Okay.
Good. Oh, I could have used those to reset my magic. Oh my god. There we go, little guy. Way to go. Oh, we're gonna ring the bell and then we're gonna find a good stopping point and call it for today.
Card at night if you rage Litter Souls Guardian EKTG. That was awesome, Andrew.
Achievement unlocked, Dong.
Good job, Doza.
We rang the bell. Wait, what do we do now?
We rang both bells.
Oh, I guess we got to go through the main doors. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
Let's do that, and then
we'll call it.
We'll call it, yeah.
Even if there's something really exciting beyond the door.
There's probably gonna be something really exciting, but we're gonna need to save it for tomorrow.
That makes sense.
Got plenty to do after stream and early tomorrow morning.
And sleep.
That too.
I'm gonna sleep. You can
squeeze in some sleep somewhere. Oh, I don't need to run all the way back. I know there's a chest like all the way in the bottom left, but you know what? Let's assume that it's like 100 money and that we don't care about it. I hope, because we got the important item. It was the ice, which actually helped us with the boss. So you know, I love that. I love that. You don't technically need it, but it'll help if you have it.
I love that for you.
Yeah, thanks. It's good design in my opinion. What was I gonna say?
The door.
Besides the door. Frick, what was I gonna say?
Aw, I'm glad we were able to give you the needed distraction today, Shaky Gamer. We're glad you caught it too. It's been chill. Like,
yeah, thanks for being
I'm
here.
so grateful. I had an outlet earlier in the stream as well. It's been good vibes all around. We're so grateful for you guys.
Good vibrations.
Yeah, and tomorrow's Friday. It's like Friday Eve right now. So like, you know, Friday's always hype. And we're gonna order food tomorrow, which is gonna be great. Like, I feel like we've been cooking nonstop.
More attack power. Oh,
so
good.
Get some Tex-Mex food.
Yeah, it's delicious. What was I'm still trying to remember what I was gonna say earlier. Oh well.
Doza, I do gotta say, I prefer your fajitas over every place we've ever gotten anything.
I put a lot of care into it.
Yeah.
And I use a lot of lime.
I know
That's
you're
the trick.
really busy and like,
lime
you
and
need
cilantro,
a break, too.
but you need to have cilantro broken down enough or it'll burn.
Alright, we're opening the door!
Finally! Not finally, I've been having fun. What am I saying finally for?
We're finally opening the door, that's the finally.
Hey, everybody, I'll let you in on a secret. This game's better than SpongeBob.
Did y'all hear that? He whispered it into the mic, but I don't know how it came through. Alright. We saw this though, remember? Like earlier?
We did see it in that other
hexagons,
like,
yeah, and
that
like
nether
the
world. Yeah.
Are you gonna go up the stairs or are you saving that for next time? Andrew heard and he made a face.
See, I didn't have nostalgia going in, besides from, like, you know, memes than the show.
You want to see what's there. I know you do. Just go.
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
It's the core of the universe.
We found it. Let's kill it. How do I fight this thing?
There's stairs over there. You didn't go up the stairs. There's stairs right there too.
Stairs? What are these? B button? Oh, when I collect. Okay, so I have to collect. Yeah, this is what we were theorizing. Collect the 3 things, and then we can do the stuff. Red, green, and blue. Hey, just like our stamina, health, and mana. Why didn't I pick up on that? Nush, why didn't you pick up on that?
Colors.
It's right there. Color theory is a very important part. Like, we played this game called Hue. I love Hue. I almost want to like revisit that. Like,
underrated.
Now. Is that something that interests you, Nush?
We could. It's a cute little game.
It doesn't take long. I know we have a billion other things to play too, but you know, still kind of. So 3 seconds at those. Yeah, we've been doing that.
We finally learned.
It's like when in doubt, pray it out. I think is what this is trying to teach us.
Pray tell.
Pray tell. Prithee, be careful. Okay, yeah, we need to collect all 3. Yup. Those are the ones that refill those. Tired all the time. Hold B. Hold B like holding block in Sekiro. Will give you your stamina back. That's so useful. Okay. Extra bomb for some reason. You must like using them. So the more I use my items, the more bonus items I get. That's really great. Oh my gosh. Imagine if we like keep putting these really positive mechanics that reward the player and teach the player to get rewarded. Like, that's gonna be so good in the future. And then we did the Dark Tomb, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe not all of it. I don't know.
I don't know if we did all of it, but does it really matter? Okay.
Like the sprinkles in Metopia.
We got the map for this. We can go back to this tomorrow and complete it, because I think we only need 1 or 2 more
We hit
left.
the 2 bells. We opened the door. Progress has been made. We got the grappling hook. We did a lot today, honestly. Yesterday, at the end of the stream, we felt a little confused and like, you know, kind of all over the place. But I think today things are clicking more, day 2. And tomorrow's Friday, so you know it's going down.
Oh my god, y'all thought today was good? I'm so looking forward to tomorrow.
I don't know where we go from here though, but I'm sure we'll sleep on it and figure it out, right, Doza?
I'm sure that we will. So
Oh wait, there's also that key we got in the other area. We never went to that door.
what key?
We got 2 keys yesterday. One for the old house, which you already did, and the other one with the crab area.
No. We found
did?
the opening.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, never mind. I'm sure there's plenty of other things to look forward to.
But I mean, that whole area needs to be more uncovered now that we have the grappling hook. So
Yeah.
let's find our way out of
The more
here.
HP bananas or MP you eat, the more they recover. The sprinkles are tied to saving people. Oh, okay. We only did like part of the demo of Metopia. We never we don't know much about all of that.
No, not really.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to get out of this area. I just want to leave. I want to get to a neutral spot.
That could be
Like,
it.
being on a ledge is not...
Is not it.
No, because it's going to confuse me tomorrow, and I don't want to get confused. I'd rather have my options open than be like, what was this? Was this supposed to be important? I don't know what the significance of that quote-unquote
I just
shortcut
have to
is.
walk
but...
out the door, Doza.
Yeah, let's just walk out the door. What the frick am I doing?
Like the main gold door that you opened earlier. But I guess we're here now. There's a ladder by that edge outside.
There's a ladder?
You don't have to go back. You've already made it your way here.
No. That's the natural way. Otherwise, we're backtracking. And there's no way that the game would design purposefully for you to backtrack like this egregiously, right? So, you know, skill issue. And look, we're already back. Because I knew the layout from just going through it again.
Where's the ladder over here?
The ladder is... What ladder? Oh!
There it is.
Die, you! I need to look at this. But tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll start right here tomorrow.
It saved it, right?
Yeah, like it's a
we
waterfall.
know how to get here. That's what's important.
Just like Animal Crossing. All right, bye, little fox. Bye, Glovy Gloves. We'll see you on Friday tomorrow.
We're gonna be
Take
thinking
care
up of a
then.
wisdom-related title till then. So
If you have any stream title suggestions with wisdom, let us know.
Yes.
But other than that, good night.
bye.